I think he turned somebody's like mouths into eyes or
he
something.
He rearranged everyone's orifices. Yeah,
awful, awful.
Terrible.
A shuffle on orifices. Like there's a 3/4 chance it's not terrible.
Yeah,
there's a 1/4 chance that it's not fucking good.
Yeah,
because if you just get like eye down here, eye here, mouth here, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know, you get butthole up high. Terrible news.
True. And what's the Demon Slayer guy? There's a Demon Slayer guy with an eyeball for a mouth.
Fucking. Oh, I thought you said good old butthole mouth. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You're talking about the 4.
Yeah.
The one who has his eyeball in his mouth
Yeah.
and he like lives in a pot.
And goes, Choo!
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
I can see you've seen the trailer for Infinity Castle. You got it on your fucking mind.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
I guess we could probably talk about that.
Yeah.
But as you guys can tell, me and Danny don't have a ton to talk about today. Lord of Mysteries is out. There's a new episode of 2B Hero X, which Danny said was the best episode of 2B Hero X yet. It's not Lolly, it's Lowly. Which we probably should have guessed considering the fact it's a Chinese show, not Japanese. Anyways, we are also going to be doing a look forward into the summer 2025 season today. So we're going to be talking about shows that we're anticipating, shows that we're excited for. We're getting Kaiju number 8 season 2, Dawn to Dawn season 2, Call of the Night season 2. We're getting the anime continuation of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl, which is Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. We are getting...
Oh, are we getting Sunda? We might be getting Sunda.
Are you doing a balls thing? Sunda my balls into your mouth? Sunda...
I wish.
Sunda this crack into your... what is Sunda?
Anime release date. Sanda. It's the... Oh, October. So that hopefully it goes into December.
Yeah, so that's...
It's the mangaka who made Beastars. It's the Hot Santa one.
Sanda. Yes. You say that as neither of us have literally watched season 3 of Beastars.
Yeah.
The thing that this person is known for. But yes, it is Hot Santa, and then also
Hot Detective Santa.
And then it's also, there's also like fucking hot sexy reindeers, because I mean,
of course.
You know this mangaka is a furry, right? Like they have to be a furry. Like they're at fur cons and shit. I have a friend who's trying to do interviews of furries at AX. He wants to go undercover and do interviews of furries at AX, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it does sound kind of fun. I want to know more about furry culture.
Sounds like that's not why he's doing it.
Do they keep... No, like he was like he's like, I want to learn more about furry culture. So he's going like undercover and he's like asking a bunch of questions.
You could do that above cover.
You could. I think it's like,
That's why I
you
think
go to Dragon Con and you just put like ears on and a little spot of black on your nose and go interview people.
I just hate those like interviews where it's like, what's a vagina look like? And it's like, this guy's just trying to look like a fox right now.
If I want anything known about the furry community, I just want to know, do the suits stay on
while they bone?
Yeah.
It's probably
remember like old timey like cartoons. There's always like those pajamas with a little flap, like they pop open the flap for like pooping. I guess.
Yeah.
You want to do you pop your flap down and you keep your whole pajama set on while you poop. Ridiculous. There was a worse time. That and sleeping hats, the two dumbest inventions of all time. These huge old timey fucking long sleeping
so they're
hats.
like coils and uncoils when you snore.
Yeah, so you blow it up and you're like, oh, let me light my singular candle as I walk down to the ghosts of my past.
It was colder back then. Those were colder times.
That's fair.
Men were bolder.
Men, you think so? Do you think men are getting more hair? Listen, I'm going to say
everyone was wearing a hat.
So that made men balder?
Yeah.
Because hat do make you bald.
Yeah.
And yet you're always wearing hats.
Well, on Mondays. Monday's hat day.
Gotcha.
Because I work out.
That's 100% of my perception of you.
Yeah.
I stopped wearing hats when I found out they made you bald. But at that point in time, I was already fucking Vegeta hairline, dude. Yeah. I was pushed back. I went to Equinox today for the first time ever. Not worth $3,000 a year. I'll tell you that right now.
I bet.
Oh my fucking
God. There's not enough bells and whistles to Equinox. So for those who don't know, Equinox is the most expensive gym chain. I think
no,
that's what I've heard.
Well, so there's like Equinox, and then they have like Sports Club, which is like more money. It's also owned by Equinox, and then there was a gym here in LA that Dorothy was a member for like almost an entire year. Went like maybe 12 times. And it's called like High Mat or something like that. $500 a month. Insane.
Ridiculous.
It has a restaurant in it and a fucking smoothie bar and a co-working space and a pool.
But that pisses me off too, because it's like you're paying to pay more money.
Yeah.
Like Equinox, I would pay the like whatever it is, like $300 a month or something. if I got free smoothies and
100%.
shit.
Oh, you'd make it worth it.
But you go in, I buy 4 smoothies a week.
I know. Well, you started double fisting smoothies recently, and I just don't know what to do with it.
I buy 4 smoothies every Monday, and then I buy 2 smoothies every other weekday.
How much do you think we've increased the value of Robux over the last couple of months here?
Tons. I have so many shares in Robux.
I know. Like, we honestly should buy some at this point.
But I would pay a high subscription fee if I got free shit with Equinox.
Yeah.
You just don't.
You get free classes.
You get free classes with LA Fitness.
You get free classes with LA Fitness.
Yeah, and they have a pool.
That's crazy.
LA Fitness is like $50-$40 a month.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't know you get free classes with LA Fitness.
The only reason to do Equinox is that
Eucalyptus cold towels. Apparently, it's the one separating factor. That and the poor people don't get near you.
Well, I assume because the price is so steep, ideally you can go at like 5 p.m. and it's not packed.
Yeah, LA Fitness gets packed.
LA Fitness gets packed, and then Planet Fitness is packed like round the clock.
Yeah.
So.
I've never been into Planet Fitness that I wasn't like, there's too many people here. I just don't understand it. I just don't believe in gyms at all. I think gyms are a redundancy.
Nick works out at home.
Get some weights, get a elliptical bike, and just fucking work out at home. Or go on a run. Run clubs? Run. Oh, we need to run in packs? What are we? Hunting coyotes? I don't need 14 people running next to me. Put AirPods in, go on a run. What are we talking about?
People need the motivation. I'm terrified about next week and the rest of my life about just losing all this weight again.
Yeah. You're gonna.
I am.
Just lift weights.
There's no motivation.
You love weights.
Every day
you're getting fucking thirst traps made out of you.
Every day I have to. That was happening for years.
Okay, but they were never you in a gym.
Yeah, every day. Yes, someone took my fucking Fabletics ad and turned it into
That's
a
what it
thirst
was. I was
trap.
like, where the fuck are they getting these videos?
Just you see like a vignette of bush leaves.
Yeah, I was like, is somebody
the
taking these? Because you did look scared in all of them. You look like somebody was recording you against your will.
It's heavy.
Yeah, that's fair.
But what's it called? Oh, every day I have to choose between making more money or going to the gym.
Fair. But money only lasts as long as you're alive. So you go gym, you get more life.
I guess
more
so,
money,
yeah.
kind of thing. I want to die with $0. It's like that famous line. I want my last check to bounce. It's Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Steven Sodermeyer, dude.
Soderbergh.
One of my favorite directors.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Scooby is fucking Spielberg.
Now, Nick, speaking of working out, our fight is this Wednesday.
Yeah, it's actually the day this episode comes out.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, you should probably be on Anime IRL's YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Waiting for the fight, 4 p.m. PST.
How do you feel about it? Let's do a check-in. Genuinely.
I'm going to be real with you.
Yeah,
I'm going to
be
be
real.
full therapy hour here. I was nervous.
Was isn't reassuring to me.
I was nervous because I hadn't boxed in like 10 years. I did some promo at Forge Fitness a couple of days ago, and I threw a couple of fake punches. I was like speed bagging. I woke up and I was like, ah. So for those of you who don't know, the reason I have not boxed in 10 years is because 10 years ago, I had a career-ending injury mountain biking. I destroyed my entire right AC joint. This is all fake, screws, rods, all of it. So after I recovered, I would try and heavy bag and all that, spar, and my shoulder would just fucking dislocate, fall out. Now it's been 10 years. So I just haven't really I went street fights, but you wake up from a street fight hurting all over. So it's not my shoulder hurts kind of thing. You're scuffed up, you have a broken lip kind of thing. I haven't boxed in a long time. I went to a boxing class today,
which is in breach of our contract.
It was like a hey, can Nick still throw a punch tester?
Regardless,
and I was smoking heavy bag, dude. I felt good. I had the most stamina out of anybody in the class. I went on a 4-mile run on Sunday, a 3.5-mile run on Monday, and I cut it short because I was getting a little bit of a stitch on my Monday run, and I stopped running. And you're oh, you told me the other day, you ever end your run early and you're not still gassed? I knew I could have gone for a couple more miles after 3.5. I was oh, I'm not gassed at all. Mm-hmm. So the last couple of days have assured me that my cardio is probably as good as it's ever been. And I can throw a punch because my shoulder feels great right now. So I think I've actually broken my body back into fighting shape in the last 3 days.
Interesting. So, all of which is in breach of contract.
Not in breach of contract. First off, we have no contract. Second off, I was at an Equinox boxing class.
So listen, today I had my last boxing match, and boy, oh boy, did he beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, he did. He knew you weren't coming back.
Yeah.
He beat you like a fucking rented horse.
Boy, have I not gotten to face an opponent who is in 10 times better than me and just dunking on my ass for an hour to an hour and a half.
You would think you would be like, yeah, maybe there's some advantage here in him learning how to throw punches back. But
yeah,
he's just
I'm
like
starting to wonder if he's just not. I didn't vet him at all.
Calling you his like ex-wife's name or anything. Like, he's like fucking Deborah. You're like, no, it's Danny.
No, this is just a guy Richard recommended me. I didn't vet him at all.
Nope.
I never even like shopped around for boxing classes. So Nick,
you've been with this guy for like 6 months.
For 6 months.
You know this guy quite well at this point.
Here's what I propose. If you throw the fight,
okay,
or take it vastly easy on me,
okay,
I am willing to offer you 1 full box of delicious premium Scooby snacks.
You know, and here's the thing, Danny. I saw that by your feet, and I didn't know what it was, and I was like, I should wait because I was gonna probe. I was gonna look. I was even gonna ask you, like, hey Dan, what is that? I thought it was a one-piece booster box, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, we're opening cards today. That is the worst thing you could have pulled up. That fucking sucks. I'm gonna be real with you. Do they even? Is it like Dunkaroos? Does it come with a dip?
Why don't you give that a look?
Well, if I open this, is that technically me taking the bribe, Dan?
That's up to you.
Boxing Commission is gonna watch this video back here, Dan.
It's just you and me. Don't look at them.
You know,
it's just us in the room.
I could try some.
Yeah.
I could try.
You could take a bite.
I could try a Scooby snack.
Take a little nibble.
Yeah.
Sample the product.
We'll do. You know, just it'll be that way we can. It's a business expense.
Yeah.
We'll do a food review of this Scooby snack. Wow, those look dry.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. It's dog food. So.
It says Scooby on it.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing I've ever been into voluntarily.
Good luck having just one, baby.
That's like I could 100%. You know what this tastes like? This tastes like Teddy Grahams were left out in the sun for a week. These are hard.
I found those on the road. Unopened. Sealed.
What?
Like in the street.
What's the road, Danny? What do you mean the road?
Like, you know,
okay, cool. They haven't expired yet.
Like, you know, North Hollywood is like a strip of like
of roads. I'm aware. I'm aware of how transportation works.
Those are the iconic Lancashire Scooby snacks.
They taste like it.
Yeah.
They taste like they were baking in the valley sun for a couple days before somebody had the balls to pick up this clear trap. This is literally something a fucking mystery gang would lay out for a guy committing insurance fraud.
SWAT team like is tracking this box.
These are awful. I'm not taking this fucking bribe.
Too late, bitch.
Yeah, I'm only two in.
You're 2 in. I said good luck having 1. You haven't.
No, listen. Your mother did threaten me with physical violence.
Yeah.
And Dorothy has since told me. I told her, on account of the fact that I do believe our debate is actually going to be close. I was like, I have to beat him in boxing rounds. And she was like, no, you don't have to fight him at full strength. And I was like, she was like, you're not going to like try to knock him out. And I was like, I don't know how to fight without not, like, I don't know how to like not fight somebody without.
You've sparred.
I've sparred.
It's legally sparring.
Okay, yes, but like, I know you're not going to be half throwing punches.
Yeah, but my full force is your average man's half.
Okay.
I assume.
You don't know what my full force feels like. I barely know what my full force feels
Well,
like.
that's what I'm hoping for. Well, I'm like 30% nervous.
Okay.
Because I've always gone under the assumption of it's in your best interest to not give me brain damage as your podcast co-host.
I don't know. It would be kind of funny. It'd be kind of fun to like wheel you in here every day. We have to like hook up your computer.
I have like a bell. It's like one ding for yes, 2 dings for Naruto.
Yeah, you're like fucking. Who's the guy from?
Hector Salamanca. Yeah. Fucking. I like the idea that each number of dings is a different anime, and I have to get to like 70 for Chainsaw Man.
No, we're talking about SAO today, please. And 40 dings.
But yeah, so, and I've also been taking bops. Like, I think one of the most valuable things about my training up until this point has been getting hit in the face.
Yeah.
Headgear helps a ton. I've been sparring with a nose bar, so this will be fun. Not.
We are not using nose bars.
Yeah. But so at least I'm not like gonna be afraid of like what a hit feels like, and I'm also gonna be able to like avoid it.
If it was up to me, buddy, you wouldn't be wearing headgear.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to wear headgear. I fucking hate fighting with headgear on.
You said you never done it.
What, fight without headgear on?
No, with headgear.
Yeah, I mean, I've like sparred lightly with headgear on. Yeah, no, I hate sparring with headgear on.
Why?
I don't know. I get claustrophobic and then my face gets sweaty. It sucks.
You have minimal vision for sure.
It sucks.
It's fine.
That's gonna be you. This is gonna be you. The second you get punched in the face for real, you're just gonna start. I know for a fact you're just gonna start swinging like this. All 6 months of training's gonna go right out the window. That, or you're just gonna spend the entire time trying to hit me with left jabs.
We'll see.
You've already told me your strategy.
What's my strategy?
You told me your strategy. You said I'm just gonna try and get as many punches on you as possible with throwing left jabs at me.
I'm just gonna fucking get you nice and comfortable, and then when that kick comes.
When I pull the gun out of my shorts, you're gonna be the look on your face.
Yeah.
That's so great. I'm so excited. I was 30% nervous and now I'm 0% nervous.
We'll see.
I'm more nervous about the debate because I have not begun to formulate it at all, and I'm on episode 8 of season 4 of Castlevania right now.
Yeah, I'm also nervous
Our
about the
Arcane
debate.
episode's an hour long.
Yeah.
That's terrible news, Dan. Dan, that's awful news.
Yeah.
I have to watch them on 2x speed. Oh, what episodes can I skip? The bad ones?
I'm skipping season 2 because we kind of just watched it in January.
I remember enough, but I have to watch it through here's the problem. I like Arcane. I have to watch it through a hate lens.
That's what's been fun about Castlevania is that
Because you're like, fucking this guy.
Yeah, I keep being like, this is pretty slow if you ask me.
Yeah.
But it's like a good show that I enjoy otherwise, but I have to find out why it sucks.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It's fucking a tough sell. I thought a dog was touching my foot, but it was actually just my chair. Anyways, should we get into our game today, Daniel?
What's our game?
So we had a game made for us by a member of the Discord by the name of Cord, K-O-R-D. Hello, good morning, good evening, and such. I've made a game with Batman's help. Shout out to Batman, our resident game master. And they told me I should write to you about it personally. It's a game for the end of the season, so fitting for this week. The game is having the boys guess the description of an anime or of the My Anime List rating that came out this season, which they haven't seen from a series of screenshots. Some shows are good, some are cursed. Here's the link. So it's guess the plot and the rating for the end of the season. And then we also had another game where it was the summer 2025 prediction game. So Cord made a game I think y'all should do this week. It's predicting what shows came out next season and whether or not you will like/dislike them. We can review where the season was over, how accurate your predictions were. So basically, we want to do a prediction summer game where we're like, oh, we think this is going to be good, think it's going to be bad, fill in our answers, and at the end of the summer 2025 season, see how we did.
I like it.
All right, but first let's do the look back one, because technically the spring 2025 anime season is over, and it was fine.
Boy, was it a letdown.
It was objectively just okay. Even Windbreaker, which was objectively the best show, I'd say, of this season, outside of maybe 2B Hero X, was, it was good, but it wasn't like, oh my god, I need to write to my fucking friends and family about this.
Windbreaker was only, notable. I mean, it was good, but what was most notable about it is its glow up from the first season.
Yes.
At least for me. If season 1 was around the caliber of season 2, it would not be as impressive to me.
I don't think it was rated accurately. I don't think it's a 7.7. I think it's mostly just because of the heavy emphasis on a transgender character throughout the season. But it's an 8 point. Do you want to do a rating for all the anime that we're done through them here? I guess actually, so that won't be a part of the game that we're about to play here. But yeah, so I guess we'll go through what we watched last season and we'll give them a final ranking now that we've watched everything that there is to watch. I mean, obviously 2B Hero X is still running, but everything else is done. So let's start from the bottom. I mean, we're 13 episodes into 2B Hero X right now. After last episode, how do you feel about it in terms of let's call it a first season?
I'd give it an 8.5.
I like that.
Yeah, that seems fair. Because its highs are really high.
Crazy, ridiculously high. I do legitimately think the first 3 episodes are 10 out of 10s.
I think 2 and 3 are the closest to 10 out of 10s.
Yeah.
One is like too fast paced for me. But maybe going back now and watching it, it would feel better.
Yeah.
Like back when I didn't know like anything about it, it felt too chaotic. And then I really liked this episode and the previous one. All the Queen episodes actually were really good.
Queen episodes were fucking. I'm kind of pissed she didn't get more episodes.
Yeah.
Loli's episode this most recent week, we'll talk about a little bit later. Also very good. I'm gonna give it like an 8.6. I really enjoyed it. I would like, even in a standout season, I would say that To Be Hero X was a good watch.
Yeah.
There is just like, unfortunately, Lucky Scion and Isol's arcs just were not that interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody else, all the other major players, all the side characters introduced during independent other people's arcs, very cool, very interesting. Furman, fucking Wolf Girl, all that, like really cool side characters, well fleshed out, well thought out power system. So yeah, 8.6 for me. Going up from there. Next up, we have Please Takamine-san Put Them On.
We don't.
Which is here. I'll read you the synopsis in case you forgot what it was about. Takane Takamine is great at everything she does, and her magnetic personality makes her the envy of everyone. She gets good grades, excels at sports, and even manages to become student council president during her first year of high school. Impressive. I'm sure. I remember you loved that episode. But Takamine has a secret. She possesses an ability called Eternal Virgin Road.
Oh, no.
You were talking about like this is the best power system of this year, allowing her to redo past actions and achieve a different result. While this may seem like a decent skill to have, Takamine must pay a price to activate it. You know, it's balanced. So it's like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You brought
Who
it
does
back.
she have to fuck?
She has to strip off a piece of her lingerie. After getting an imperfect score in a test, Takamine begins to remove her underwear during class, and she's spotted by her average and weak-willed classmate, Kushi Shirada. And you're like, Kushi Shirada, more like Danny Motta. I've been there, I've done that. Who's bewildered by the sight. However, the very
You put
next
so much time into this bit and haven't even started our game.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, everything I've just done, all improv. I worked out and had brain juice before this. So this is peak function.
Yeah, you're
right
sharp.
Here. However, the very next instant, things reset, and Takamine's test is now perfect. When Shirada decides to confront Takamine about her previous test score, she reveals her ability to him and blackmails him into becoming her closet, making him carry around extra lingerie and put them on her. Her goal is to be the...
Wait, how does he get blackmailed?
Because... That's a good...
Yeah, what?
Dan, that's a great question. You know, I don't remember that episode, actually. I think I was so focused on the whole lingerie aspect, I forgot. That I was like,
it seems like she's the one in the compromised
she's the one
situation.
cheating here, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like, maybe she was like, oh, you're a pervert?
Probably.
Watching me take my underwear off in the middle of this class? I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah,
he's the pervert.
Yeah. Her goal is to use Eternal Virgin Road as much as possible in order to stay at the top of the school hierarchy. Left with little choice in the matter, Shirota accepts, starting an oddly intimate type of relationship with the most popular girl at school.
What's this called?
Please put them on Takamine-san. You know, I think you're talking about getting a tattoo from it.
Takamine-san.
Yep.
Yeah. This is
100,000 people watched that last season.
This is probably like a 9.3, right?
I was actually going to go higher. I was going to say 9.6.
Like,
you know, I thought that the only issue with it was like more underwear.
Yeah, this is identical looking to Kakegurui.
I mean, there is a fair amount. I mean, a girl literally uses a revolver to play with herself in Kakegurui. Yeah. So it's not without blame in terms of the ecchi epidemic.
For sure. Yeah. 9.3?
No, I'm at 9.6, but we can be a little bit far off here.
Gotcha.
Speaking of sexualizing minors, coming up next, we have Vigilantes. How'd you feel about it, Dan?
You're on such a crusade.
It's what I do, Dan.
Vigilantes is like the epitome of like a 7.5.
You know what Vigilantes is? It's a pancake with nothing in it.
That's not true.
And no toppings.
That's not true. That's why I'm giving it 7.5. Because it's got stuff in it. It's got really sick fights every now and then.
I'm saying a plain pancake is good, but you want
the
extra
fights
shit.
are the stuff in it, though.
The fights are the butter it takes to make the pancake.
Disagree.
All right. You know what Vigilantes is? It is a plain pancake.
Stop saying Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood. That's what it is, baby.
Keep wanting to say
because
that.
there's no goddamn parent. The only parent in this fucking entire show is planning on beating his daughter's ass. No. Vigilantes get one like little pat of butter. That's it. That's your fights. 1 tablespoon of butter.
It's got blueberries. It's got great animation.
I think it's got nuts. It's got like fucking. It's like one of those like goddamn.
I'll take nuts.
Banana walnut pancakes, which are actually gas. I hate that I gave you nuts. That's like my favorite pancake.
I'd take nuts. Nuts are worse than blueberries. It's got great animation, really cool moments and fights.
Yeah.
Love Knuckle Duster versus his daughter.
Same.
Love Knuckle Duster versus Stain.
Same.
I
just like Knuckle Duster. Whenever Knuckle Duster's on screen, I'm like, cool, let's make this guy the main character.
I like, fucking, what's his name? Ingenium.
Okay.
I like that episode. That's
when
cool.
they did Speed, when they did Keanu Reeves'
Yeah.
famous Speed.
Yeah. Well, no, when he's chasing the bat guy. Different episode, I think.
Different episode. You're right. Yep.
I like that one. I like, fucking Homelander. He's kind of in it.
Fucking Captain Celebrity?
Yeah, Captain Celebrity.
Yeah, Homelander, like, I guess, like, actually, Homelander is really obsessed with tits. So, no, fair, actually, yeah.
There's stuff to like about it, for sure. It just doesn't surpass, like, into 8 territory.
No, it's like a 7, like a 7.5, I think, is exactly accurate for Vigilantes. Next up after that, we have The Beginning After the End, which neither of us watched, because it did not look good. All right, Windbreaker Season 2. We said
8.
8?
8.
It's like 8-2.
It's pretty good.
8-2 feels fair. Better, definitely than the first season. Better written. A couple of just really slow episodes.
I'd give season 1 like a 6.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
I'd give season 1 like a 7.7.
But I'm just giving that as a comparison to show that
Big
like an
improvement
8
for
is
you.
like, yeah, a big improvement.
You thought it was like gonna be pulling teeth watching season 2.
I wish it had Link Click's style of choreography where like, because there's good choreography.
Dude, the choreography's so good.
But I don't like how people are like going through walls and shit. Like, I wish it was a little more clever and grounded with the choreography.
Dude, it's so heavy. Like, the punches and the camera work are so heavy.
It doesn't feel heavy enough. It's so weightless. Like,
well, only when they're fighting, like, the problem is, you know what the season was? It was real big on crowd fights.
Yeah,
it was
that's also
all
not
crowd
great.
fight. There was no one-on-ones. It was like, Tsubaki versus the guy with the undercut kind of thing. And that was like the only real one-on-one in the entire season. But like Umamiya versus the leader of that like orange coat faction, and then like all of those fights from that like that battle royale were so fucking, the punches were so heavy.
I don't know. There's just it feels weightless to me, and I don't love that everyone has super strength because it kind of takes away from the grittiness of it. And then also everyone's taking on like 40 guys at a time. Like I wish they scaled it down a little to feel more dangerous and more realistic. I think it'd be more fun that way for me.
For Honor, and we were talking about it the other day, is like one of the greatest fighting games of all time. Because like not in a lot of fighting games do you have the possibility of like being forced to fight 3 people at once.
Yeah.
And you realize like how fucking contentiously difficult it gets the second there's more than one other person.
I like that you can do it. It's just really hard.
It's just really fucking hard, which makes sense. Like it's like, and then there's also like booster mechanisms, like you block enough, you get like your health bar back and all that. But yeah, man, I gotta get back on that game. After Windbreaker, Lazarus.
I forgot
you watched it, right?
Yeah, like 4.
I was gonna say like a 6.
Yeah, I mean, because it's well animated.
Yeah.
It's cool to look at, and I do like...
It's a technical marvel.
I do like the vibe. I think I'd like it more if I saw Adult Swim's watermark in the corner.
Maybe, yeah. And like fucking, I got like the Toonami lead-in.
Yeah.
Time to watch Lazarus. Like,
yeah.
You ever want to parkour, kick somebody in the mouth here? I couldn't do his voice if I fucking tried.
I'm too embarrassed to try.
It's too deep. It's beyond the spectrum of what I can accomplish. I can see it. You want it.
What's the dude's name? Shinichiro
Watanabe.
Yeah, like I don't. Tom would do some fucking thing where he's like, it's like time to tune into Lazarus.
Oh, that's good.
Like, but he's like, and then he'll do some like.
He was so nonchalant.
Yeah, he always does like a bio of it as if he doesn't give a shit, but also he's clearly like read up. Yeah. He's like, this is one from that cat, Shinichiro Watanabe. You know the one. The guy who did that jazzy joint in Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
You know?
That was great, Tom.
I like fucking whatever it's called. Toonami.
Tom, listen, in terms of, man, I feel like that's definitely somebody's hear me out. Right?
Oh, yeah.
100%. He's got a sick-ass ship.
I miss when channels had hosts.
Had characters.
Yeah.
In Nickelodeon, they used to do, like, fucking Ed, Ed, and Eddie would pop up, and, like between...
That's Cartoon Network.
It was a Cartoon Network would do that, like, during the daytime. Like, Nickelodeon would, like, people would, like, they would, like, pop up, and their hosts from your favorite beloved shows and shit would, like, be like, hey, now time to watch this.
They used to have, like... Cartoon Network had a ton of them, where there were, like, these weird aliens in a submarine for a little bit, and they'd have, like, VHSs, and they're like, what are we watching today? Spoink or whatever? And they, like, put the VHS in, it's like, whoa, Teen Titans! And then you watch Teen Titans.
I don't remember this at all.
They do shit like that. FX used to have the movies. You remember that?
What?
It'd be like FX has the movies.
Oh my, movies.
And then
FX has, dude, that was sick.
And some Guy Fieri looking dude and like the hot blonde girl would like be like, let's check out how they made X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I do remember that. You know, FX didn't have the movies. They had like 5 movies.
They had bad movies.
They were like, how fucking dare you?
It was like Wild Hogs, Kung Fu Panda, X-Men
Shooter,
Origins.
Jumper. Those are, dude, it was a fucking any movie. That's what they had, dude. If it was a verb, then they had that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, Wild Hogs. Oh my God. I haven't thought about Wild Hogs in so fucking long.
Wild Hogs is such an FX movie.
That fucking, what's that guy's name?
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen vehicle. Oh my God. All right, so Lazarus, like a 6. This season of Fire Force.
I forgot Fire Force happened.
I'm giving it like a 7.2. Maybe even like a 7.
It's in the same way that Windbreaker gets more points for being more impressive than the previous season.
Yeah.
I want to bring Fire Force down to like a 5 for being Fire Force.
Yeah, just for being like having the existing IP, having the formula. You're like, oh, this works, and then not pulling it off.
I'll be honest, there like wasn't a single episode that I was like jazzed to watch from beginning to end this season.
I was like 3 episodes in, I lost my fervor for the show for sure.
Yeah, I think it's got to be like a 5 and at worst like a 4.
I think the
6.
further I'm getting away for it, the more disappointed I am.
Yeah.
Like when I was like caught up in it, was like an abusive relationship. Like I was like, the Fire Force still loves me.
Yeah, it's coming.
And then like now that I spent like a week away from Fire Force, I'm like, I don't think I liked Fire Force season 3.
Hated the Scop episode.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single episode that like got me excited to talk about.
That made me laugh for sure.
Yeah.
There was
it was funny. This was a funny season.
Yeah.
I like Arthur's like JRPG episode.
Yeah, like him like finding his parents and then being like, fuck it, we're out. We had more kids.
But there's no episode where I was excited to come on the podcast and talk about it.
Yeah, you're like, holy shit, fucking, you wouldn't believe it. They fought a gigantic iron golem. It's like, cool, it was there for 30 seconds. Like, there's no development to this character as a concept.
I guess like 5. Well, you're giving it 4? I mean 6.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Wow.
Yeah, which feels high, but like that's the lowest I'm giving anything that's not Lazarus this season. And then, all right, last entry here, Devil May Cry.
Oh, yeah. I liked it.
I liked it too.
I don't think I'll ever think about it again, though.
No, it's one of those ones you clock away forever until season 2 comes out.
Yeah, so maybe 7.
I'm going to give it like a 7.9.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That's fair.
Listen, you throw new metal in a fucking TV show, that's a 7+er.
Anyone who's like, this is a 9, I'm not going to argue with. Like, I buy that people like it.
I buy that huge Devil May Cry fans like it.
Yeah, well, even like our friend Hannah is like obsessed with it.
Oh,
like
really?
A lot of people love Dante, and like this is a lot of people's.
I understand being horny for Dante.
It's definitely that, but this is a lot of people's like Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2.
Insane.
A lot of people were hot on Devil May Cry.
I liked it. I did. It was like I said, like one of the favorite things we watched this season. But like it just like towards the end, it kind of lost the plot in terms of what it was trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. Like I get that. Like we're talking like we're like flying in the face of American imperialism here, but we're also like kind of muddying the whole immigration like talking points that we're trying to nail.
Yeah, I'm not saying like that it's a 9 to me.
Yeah.
I'm saying I get why people like it a lot.
Yeah.
And to me, I'll give it like a 7.5. Like,
man, I think we should do that's something we should do for a podcast one time. Top 5 anime we don't top 5 anime that everyone loves that we don't understand kind of thing. Like, like what would like Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan's
pretty
the
high
peak
on
one,
that list for both of us.
Yeah, I like have to rewatch Attack on Titan someday. I think because it's just I saw the Escape Pod.
Oh, Apothecary Diaries, that's up there for you.
That one
Bungo Stray Dogs for me.
I'd rewatch Apothecary sooner than Attack on Titan. You just need to push into season 2.
Okay.
And then it starts like you're like in still water in season 1, and you got to do some strokes yourself. Season 2,
stroke myself.
Season 2, the current starts pushing you along.
Okay.
And you're in a lazy river, and you're like, oh, all right, I'm grooving.
I'm getting stroked by the river.
You're getting stroked. Bungo will stroke in season 2. Season 3. The current goes the other way, and you're like,
no, not to the beach, not to the beach.
Yeah, you're fighting against the current. And then season 4 and 5, you're in rapids.
Okay.
Which is a tough sell.
All of this sounds like I'm getting drowned. None of this sounds like a pleasure. Can I be back? I want to be on the sand.
It's definitely drowning.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Are there any others?
In terms of last season, no.
No, that like we don't understand the appeal of.
Whoa, Super? Some people like Super, not Super.
Oh, Daima.
Yeah, some people like Daima. Some people really like
I'll
Daima.
never rewatch Daima.
I will never rewatch
People are
Daima.
wrong though.
Oh, 100%. Some people can be wrong, 100%.
People who just watch Yaiba.
Shuku Tensei.
Shuku Tensei.
That's for me at least. Yeah.
That's fair. I mean,
But once again, I feel like that's a situation where people could be wrong.
that one's different though because I understand why people like Mushoku Tensei. You know,
100%.
it's just they're ignoring aspects.
It's just at a certain point, there's just some things I'm not willing to ignore.
That's not like Attack on Titan, where I'm like,
Fundamentally, I understand exactly everything that's going on here. It just does not appeal to me.
yeah. I just had one. Oh, about Daima, I was like,
SAO. For you. You hated SAO.
SAO's dumb, but it's fun.
It's
like I
fun
get
as
it.
fuck,
I
dude.
get it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Hunter x Hunter.
You don't like, well, you
I'm
never
not
made
deep
it.
enough,
You never made
so-
it past the fucking Hunter
Yeah.
exams,
Yeah.
which is objectively the worst arc. So, like, fucking, it's kind of like with like Bungo Stray Dogs. You don't wait
Yeah.
for it to take you out. What were you saying about Daima? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, anyone who's like, oh, Daima's such a love letter and a callback to OG Dragon Ball. No, it's not, but Yaiba is.
Yaiba is a callback to OG Dragon Ball.
No, but it's like a remake. Yeah, it's a remake of like an 80s anime, and they nail it
Really?
so well in terms of like, it feels modernized while still having that fun and adventure of an 80s anime, and it's
Gotcha.
still got like, I don't know, it's like when
It's
we,
just a little guy causing havoc.
yeah, it's
Just
like,
ripping through cities. That was just anime in the 80s was just like a somehow improbably small, strong
Yeah.
person just destroying cityscapes.
just bending shit, bending steel.
Yeah.
It's like they just understand the assignment and the aesthetic so well. It's like hidden inventory when they do the VHS filter.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh wow, these people like recreated a 90s anime for this. Like they get it.
Yeah, I forgot. Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, those like flashbacks. Those were sick. Like that grain. You need that grain. And when you remake like something from the 90s or the 80s, like you lose that grain, which is how I feel about everything from Dragon Ball Super Beyond. I'm like, it's too smooth.
clean, yeah.
Like, I was like, I need grain and grit to this. Like it doesn't. I don't want. I'd rather Super looks like Z. In terms of not only like animation, like quality, like all of that, than how it looks right now. I get you're probably getting like big bonuses in terms of like choreography and technical ability to animate things better, but it just looks too polished.
It's too, everyone looks like they're covered in soap.
Exactly. And this kind of thing happened on a much smaller scale with a TV show called The Devil's a Part-Timer, which like season 1 came out in like 2013, and then season 2 came out in like 2023.
Yeah.
And they just made it so much like just scrubbed it clean. And I was just like,
Right.
yeah, this doesn't feel the same to me anymore.
Yeah.
And then like if you're watching the whole thing, someone's like, oh, go watch Devil's Part-Timer. You're like, why the fuck does, like we watched season 2 of Dawn to Dawn, like the first 3 episodes, and it's like the most minute change. And even we were like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like it's like a fucking, this looks different kind of thing. So
Right.
it's just something you catch up onto like immediately. But anyways,
Here, give me 1 sec if you don't mind.
okay. All right. So me and Danny are going to play a game today called Guess the Anime Plot and or Scores from Screenshots, where we are given the title and screenshots of an anime that aired in the spring 2025 season, and we have to guess how this anime did in terms of rating. So below there are screenshots of shows that came out this season that you didn't watch. Some actually good and some cursed. Look at the screenshots and try and guess the show's plot and or the My Anime List rating, then look under them for answers.
Okay. This is tough for an audio medium.
Oh, I think this is Witch Watch.
This is definitely a witch-related thing. So what we're seeing is a little pink-haired girl in a red dress, and the first image is her blasting...
Just absolutely thunder cunting glass at a guy's eyes.
Either at his eyes or his penis. He's really laid back there.
Yeah, I mean, God forbid a man relax in his easy chair.
Yeah, so she's shattering a glass door. Second one, she's on some kind of broomstick with the same guy and like what appears to be his daughter, I think.
I think that is, I think he is the same age as her, considering the fact the third image appears to have him in some kind of high school uniform.
I don't know if that's him.
I think that's absolutely him. And I think the girl in the middle is probably the secondary love interest. But the primary love interest is the witch.
I think it's about a witch.
I think this is Witch Watch, and I believe people actually liked Witch Watch. I'm gonna go with a. This is like a man tries to teach a witch how to be a high schooler, and witch tries to teach a high schooler how to be a witch. For a 7.8 on my anime list.
All right, let's see. Answer: Witch Watch.
Nailed it.
Romance between a chaotic ball of energy witch and a stressed out ogre.
An ogre?
Tasked with protecting her, usually from her own shenanigans. Score 7.48.
7.48. Not great.
Not
Not
great.
great from Witch Watch. That is not what I thought ogres looked like. That just kind of looks like a high schooler. Holy shit, this looks sick as fuck.
Yeah, this looks awesome. This is definitely about some kind of rock band.
But also bondage.
Yeah, so it's
We got Poison Ivy over here bonding up fucking blonde girl. I'm watching this.
we got blonde drill hair in this one too.
This looks like Mommy from Madoka Magica.
Yeah, this looks like every blonde drill hair fucking girl from.
Oh, there is a lot. There's also one in ReZero. Why do they always do that?
The one in Guilty Gear. They're in everything.
Yeah, you're right. Every blonde girl's got like fucking even Bisky. Bisky's got blonde drill hair from Hunter x
Sabuki?
Hunter.
Oh.
But
So
yeah, the text here is a dominatrix forcing her slave to submit. And then there is an image of a girl in what appears to be a spiked bra just drumming the
drumming the fuck out of this.
I am watching this TV show.
Yeah,
I hope it's good.
She looks like Jury from Street Fighter.
You know, it looks like Kakegurui, but instead of like playing poker,
Yeah.
they're like it's like a fucking clash of bands. This is like School of Rock, but for hot anime chicks.
I'd lock into that. It's Kakegurui, but with music instead of gambling. I'd say I hope it's high. I don't think it's high.
I hope it's high as well because I would watch based off these three images, I'd watch the fuck out of this.
I'd give it in the sevens, low sevens again.
I would give it.
No, I'm giving it 6.8.
6.8.
I don't think it's good.
I want this to be like at least a 7.8. Give me a 7.8.
It is. Rock is a lady's modesty. 7.68. Let's go.
Let's go. Good
That's
enough.
good enough. Girls love focused story about a normal girl going to rich girl school, trying to hide the fact that she loves rock, till one day she finds the most popular girl from their year playing drums in an abandoned building. They form a band in secret.
So it's a Yuri.
I guess so, yeah.
Huge.
Weird. This does definitely look like... The middle image is weird, where she's bound in thorn vines.
Oh, I mean, it's a Yuri, so I mean, like, this
No, I
could
know,
just be
but-
some casual BDSM play here.
I mean, though, with the plot just being, like, given with women.
Fair,
Like,
very fair. Yeah, oh my God, it literally just fucking is given. You're
Yeah.
completely right here. That's funny. All right,
Up
and our
next,
next one here, we have
We got,
forehead ass bitch. Holy shit.
we got a redheaded girl Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, we got the fucking Wendy's girl here, and somehow in The Sound of Music, hanging out with what appears to be the child version of a Disney princess.
I think it's about a girl who moves to, like, the German countryside.
Yeah, it looks fucking gorgeous, though.
Looks pretty.
It looks like a Studio Ghibli movie here. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is a TV show about a girl who moves to the countryside, probably gets bullied for having red hair, and then this girl with black hair helps her acclimate to this gorgeous town.
I think it's a movie, though.
You think it's a movie?
Looks like a movie. It looks like Wolf Children or
This looks
something.
like some shit that would have like an 8.4. It looks like it's animated at such a level, and it's about like kids. I
Yeah.
feel like this is gonna be like some like cute girls doing cute things, animated super well. Give me an 8.4.
All right. It is 7.8. Anne Shirley.
As in-
Daniel was just telling me about this.
Anne Shirley, isn't that like fucking like Shirley Temple? Is that what we're doing here?
I think it's a different. Maybe you're right.
Okay.
It is. A
Anne
retelling.
from Green Gables.
A retelling of a book, Anne from Green Gables. It's not Gables.
I thought it was Gables.
I think it is.
This says Gales, which I don't think is real.
Anne from Green Gables, which tells the story of an imaginative orphan girl who is by mistaken adopted and has to deal with the strict society around her.
7.8 on my anime list. It looks fucking cool. It's a movie though, right?
I think it's the show. It's new. It's like real new.
Oh, this looks sick as hell too.
This is a mech.
This
thing,
looks like
right?
we're looking at like a child with red hair here. It's a mech. It looks like it was animated by Studio Trigger.
Is this the witch from Mercury?
I have no. You're telling me The Witch from Mercury is a fucking mech TV show?
Yeah. It's Gundam.
Two witch shows this fucking season.
It's
What's
Gundam.
with witches? I believe we got the witch hat atelier. We got Witch Watch, witch from Germany or whatever the fuck.
And I'm over here thinking, which witch is which?
Witch is witch. They're all 17.
Stop. Stop with your Jerry Seinfeld dated a 17-year-old bit. The people know.
I knew you were immediately clocked it immediately.
That's how fast I'm going to be parrying your shit in the ring.
This looks fucking sick. It looks like a Studio Trigger like anime. I feel like it also could look like shit though. I feel like we could be getting a couple of cool scenes here, but like this could just like you could be watching it and you'd be like, ugh, the whole time.
The first one leads me to believe it maybe looks like shit.
Yeah, all right, the second and third one make me believe that it also possibly looks sick as fuck.
I think it's 7.6.
I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna go 6.8.
What's it about?
I'm gonna go mech school.
Okay.
Like
Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh, what the fuck? It's a fucking Gundam? This is a Gundam?
I guessed that. I said Gundam the Witch from Mercury.
Oh,
yeah.
you did, yes.
Set in the world of Gundam, a high school student lives in a space colony floating in outer space.
Got it. I got mech school.
A space colony floating in outer space. Nice fucking writing. When she meets a war refugee and starts illegal mecha fighting with her.
Crazy.
743.
Oh, wait. Hold up, Danny. Hold up.
Oh my god.
I think this next one we just talked about.
I hate you.
I think this might be
This next one's the one you just fucking described to me.
Is that full Kahorkian titties? Holy shit.
What is a Korkian?
I don't know. I wanted to say something and just the word Kahorkian came to me. Yeah, I think me and Danny are currently looking at Takamine-san, please put them on. Because we are seeing a woman put on. Is there nipples in this show?
I don't think so. I don't see them yet.
we got, it looks like, doesn't that first image look like nipples being blurred out?
Well, yeah.
Please put them on. Takamine-san is what I believe this is, but it also could just be another fucking really horny TV show.
No, it's definitely this one. This was in the Google images of.
So like 7.4? No, it's like 6.4.
How's that Scooby snack treating you?
It's something.
Yeah?
You want some? Open wide.
I just noticed you can't help but keep partaking.
You can't help it. Can't help it. Fucking like a moth to a flame to these Scooby snacks. No. You put any food in front of me. I'm gonna do a little snacking.
I'm just saying you took the bribe.
God, these are stale.
On camera. On camera, you took the bribe.
I didn't take shit.
What do you think this is? I think this is like a
6.4.
I think it's like a 5.7.
5.7?
It's a 5.9.
5.9.
That's huge. A girl with powers to turn back time. We've read this already.
Yeah.
This one's Yaiba.
This one's definitely Yaiba.
This is like 7.3. I think I've looked in the past.
It's just Goku beating the fuck out of a giant ape as well with a sword. I mean, I guess that's technically.
It's just a kid fucking bonking.
Yeah, he bonking everybody.
Yeah.
There's 3 individual bonks here. He appears to have some kind of crazy magical light sword. God, it looks. You're right. It's like super clean 90s animation, like 80s like. They kept the character models the same, but it just like looks nice.
Yeah, really just
it's about color palette.
it.
It's really about color palette. It's not about like how well it's animated. It's about like proportions and color palette.
It's color palette. It's also like the expressions are nailed. Like yeah, I really like what Yaiba looks like. I guess 7.4 because I think I looked it up before.
I'll go 7.7.
Yeah, it's literally 7.
Oh my god,
I have looked this up before.
Yaiba, samurai legend. Yaiba, who lives secluded from society for his whole life, comes to Tokyo, where his soon-to-be rival turns into a demon by accident. Solo leveling, but with vibes and animation of Dragon Ball. MAL score 7.4.
Nice.
Oh god. Is this a harem? I'm seeing 2 guys here.
This is a harem anime with wildly underage children.
Yeah, so looking like high school girls here. One of them's got orange hair, one of them's got pink hair, one of them's got blue hair, all different vibes. Very much tell that there was a clear first choice. That's orange hair girl. Pink hair girl is going to be your average yandere. Blue hair girl is going to be quiet, submissive kind of thing. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, she's best girl because she doesn't really do anything wrong. There's also 2 additional girls. And then we're getting a shower sequence here, a classic shower sequence where I'm assuming
a toddler is holding
on
a
to
man in full clothing.
Full-grown man here is like more than a head and a half taller than her. This is your standard classic high school harem.
I think here's what I think. I think he's rich. No, he's poor and he's going to a rich school.
You think that's what it is? Like he has to move in with somebody kind of thing? Like he's got to like, oh, hey, I'm a transfer student. And his parents are like, oh, like parent friends. And then like, oh my God, all these girls just happen to live here.
Look how fucking rich they all look. This is a bad game for an audio medium.
I mean, if they're watching on fucking YouTube, they'll get all these images here.
All right.
I'm going to go, I mean, it's harem. People love harems, but I'm going 7-1.
6'9". 6'9'9".
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Nice.
Damn. Holy shit. You fucking nailed it.
No, I gave you the answer. I didn't guess.
Gotcha.
The Shiunji family children. Shinji family is okay.
Oh my God. They're siblings.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's
one day in the middle of family dinner, their father announces that they aren't actually related to each other.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
nice.
Hey, you still thought you were your entire life.
This results in every sister wanting to fuck their brother in a harem made of siblings. What a dream come true.
Wow. Wow. Did you ever, I mean, you had single parents, right? Did you ever have like when you were growing up?
Where's this going?
You're like, hey, like if you ever like, let's say hypothetically, your mom, right, married somebody, and like married a man, and that man happened to have a daughter that was like roughly your same age. Would you ever cross that line?
No, for sure not.
Porn makes you think a lot of people would cross that line.
I wouldn't not because, but also.
Okay, time out.
I wouldn't, and also, I went to school with a guy this guy and this girl who were both very attractive people.
Gotcha.
In high school, in like sophomore year of high school, their parents got married.
Huge.
But like within a year, like it was a fast marriage. And everyone was on their ass about it and being like, hey, when are you going to start dating your stepsister, huh? And the dude was just like relentlessly bullied about it.
I hate to say, I probably would have done that as well. I
bullied?
Not like bullied, but if he was my boy, I'd be like, fucking, I'm coming over to your house. You know, like, I'd be like, yeah, let's go hang at yours, good
100%.
buddy.
But we were just like, yeah, I grew up in a realm where that wasn't cool.
Yeah, no, we actually had a similar situation where it was like, yeah, like this, like two parents got married, and it was like the kids were in the same class, been with each other since like kindergarten kind of thing. Got married in like when the kids were like 10th grade or some shit, and everyone was like, oh.
Well, like, yeah, it's weird because it is different if you go from being strangers who just know each other to step siblings.
Yeah.
Because nothing like changes, like biologically. That's fine. This is weird.
Oh, this is super weird.
They grew up
all
thinking
each other
were
brothers and sisters, and they were like, "Oh, we can fuck." And it's like, "Oh, so those ideas were in your head before you found out this information."
So yeah, I think the thing in high school is like not bad. The only thing where it gets like muddy is if like you move in together. You know what I mean?
Oh, then just everyone's.
And then it's weird and confusing and strange.
It's a free love household right there.
Yeah.
Next up, we have what appears to be this is the horse running thing. It's the fucking horse running show.
With Unreal Animation. Yeah.
It was like they fucking put up. It's like a crypto gambling
like
website or
show?
something, or it's that or a mobile game. I don't remember which, but it's like like you like buy the horse girls and like you train them up and you race them against other people's horse girls kind of thing. But yeah, it was like the nuts animation. This is gonna be high because like they put budget. I feel like
I don't know if it's good though.
From what I've seen, it looked fucking sick as hell. Yeah. I'm gonna give us an 8.2. I feel good about it.
All right, I'll do that. 836.
Let's go!
Are you sure this is what that is? It's called Cinderella Grey. And I feel like that's not what it's called. A
series of Uma Musume set in a world where all the horses are girls, but that doesn't stop them all from doing the horse activities. Focused specifically on horse racing, this show tells a story of an underdog supporting character from the original show.
What makes them horses? Because it's just race. Like, we have racing.
We have racing, and also these girls just have ears and tails. Like, that's like, they don't even have 4 legs. These are just fast girls.
I love in a world where all the horses are girls.
Are girls, yeah. It's like, is that a dumber concept than fucking wolves reign?
Yeah.
In a post-apocalyptic world where wolves are gone?
Yeah. That's so funny.
Holy shit, we need to watch this show. Apparently it's fucking gas.
I'd watch it.
8.36 is high for my anime list.
All right, I have a question for you for this next one.
Yeah.
What sport do you think this is about?
Oh, I know this one.
You know it?
I know this one. This is about a bunch of girls who become beer girls at this like baseball stadium, and they have to like compete against each other to like A, try and bring people to the baseball games because they work on tips, but B, they have to like try and like outwork each other. So it's like a competition between beer girls at this like fucking Japanese sports baseball league.
That's kind of fun.
It's a ridiculous concept, but I think it's like I don't think it's actually like as trash as it might look. Like I think it kind of falls under the categorization of cute girls doing cute things, but I'm not entirely sure.
I think it's like a 6-8.
7-1. 7-1-8, let's go!
Call me at the ballpark. Catch me at the ballpark. Yo, catch me at the ballpark.
I'm at the ball. That's where the fucking beer girls are. Slice of life story about a beer vendor in a ballpark. MLS score 7.18.
Oh, and that's it.
Yep. Wow. That was fun. I like that one.
Woo. That was okay. I feel bad for the patrons.
What do you mean?
Because this would be the worst game to listen to.
I don't know. We described what we were looking at pretty well.
Horribly.
And then we were like, hey, and then it's fun for all the listeners. They're like, I wonder what they're trying to describe. And then we're like, catch me at the deer horse fucking race.
Catch me at the dong.
Yeah, and they're like, I fucking love Cinderella Grey. I'm surprised these motherfuckers knew what it was.
Dude, I would watch. Remember when I briefly watched Birdie?
The fucking
Birdie
which
Wing
was just
or
like
whatever.
a giant of a woman just cranking driver shots. Yeah, dude.
Just a big
Just
gal.
swearing and smoking cigarette like the anime version of John Daly.
Yeah.
I'd be
What a
fucking
time.
It's a fucking great idea here. I'm surprised there's not more golf-based anime.
Yeah.
All right, you want to do our summer 2025 prediction game?
Sure.
Cool. Another game from Cord here. Thank you so much, Cord. So, summer 2025 prediction. Out of the pool of shows you guys will be talking about watching, pick one of every category, making predictions for this anime season. And at the end of the season, revisit your answers, checking which one got more right. The winner who predicted more assigns homework to the loser. Ooh.
Where do you find this shit?
Long-term homework. Literally the same conversation. It is. Stank sent it at 6:55 p.m. on 6/25/25.
That doesn't exist. In newest games?
In newest games.
Oh, 6/25/25, I see.
There it is. There it is. He got it, ladies and gentlemen.
Which anime will okay.
All right.
Can you have open a list of the summer anime and I'll have open this list?
Got it.
Bloop.
You're going to write our answer down here?
Yeah.
All right. So, at the end of this anime season, which anime will have the highest ranking? For those of you who don't remember what we're going to be watching in this upcoming season, we have Dr. Stone Science Feature Part 2. I'll be watching that. We're both going to be watching Gachi Akuto. We're both going to be watching Sakamoto Days Part 2, unfortunately. I have to do a lot of catching up on Bunny Girl, Rascal Does Not Dream Universe, but I'm going to do that. I have to watch the 3 movies between that, the first anime and this anime. I'm going to be watching Call of the Night Season 2. Danny's going to be watching Kaiju number 8 as long as me, and also Dandadan Season 2. So as a podcast, we're going to be watching Dandadan, Kaiju number 8, Gachi Akuta, Sakamoto Days, and that is it, actually.
I think in terms of what the highest rated will be, I think it's either Dr. Stone or Gachi Akuta.
Really?
Yeah. What else could it be? I guess Kaiju, right? What? What do you think?
What there's one show you haven't mentioned. Out of the 4 we're gonna watch, you mentioned 3 of them.
Sakamoto Days?
Are you trolling me right now?
Because it's not that.
Are you actually trolling? I don't know if this is your most elaborate, well thought out bit of all time, but I'm seething currently.
What am I missing?
Dandadan!
Oh, I missed that.
The
Yeah,
fucking
it's
movie
Dandadan.
it's gonna be Dandadan.
It's Dandadan,
Well, we
yeah.
can't both answer Dandadan.
Okay. Fuck. Then you can do Dandadan. I'll do Gachi Akuta.
You're gonna do Gachi Akuta?
Wait, if I can't do Dandadan, because it's Dandadan.
You know what? I'll take Dr. Stone.
Okay.
You take Dandadan. Because Dr. Stone Science Feature Part 1 was like one of the highest ranked fucking shows on MAL ever.
All right.
Next up after that, which anime will be your personal favorite? Ooh. Contentious pick here. Contentious pick here.
Yep.
Give me Call of the Night Season 2.
Really?
Call of the
You
Night Season 2.
love Call of the Night
I
Season 1.
love Call of the Night, dude. It's gritty. It's fun. The character design's all fucky. The action's insane.
Contentious pick?
Yeah.
Give me Dandadan again.
Dandadan again. You're just going to fucking sweep the board with Dandadan.
I think it's going to be better than Gachi Akuta.
After forgetting that it's going to drop this season.
I think Gachi Akuta might need a season to cook.
I don't know. It's going to be... They're going to get into like pretty... Oh, actually, no. I've only read them in volumes. That's my thing. Not a lot happens in the first volume.
Yeah, not a lot happens. So I don't know if they're going to be like flying through volumes or like...
Well, how many chapters are in a volume? 10, right?
10, yeah.
So it's like a volume per 3 episodes. So actually, by the fucking 3rd volume, they're fighting against like other cleaners and shit. And it's kind of nuts. There's the cleaner with dreads and the fucking like
with the knife fingers.
Yeah. Like
cool.
That's where it gets good, honestly. That's like the best part of the manga for sure. At least so far as I am. So that'll be like episodes like 8 and 9, which I think people are gonna really like.
Which anime will most likely be a disappointment?
Which anime will most likely be a disappointment?
I'm going to do a crazy pick here.
Yeah.
We got Sakamoto. Because we've already seen the first 3 episodes of Dandadan, and they're good. I enjoyed them.
Awesome.
Gachakuda's the only unproven one.
Sakamoto Days, I can't be disappointed in because I don't have high expectations for it. That's like I was gonna say Sakamoto Days, but I was like, my expectations are in the fucking basement already.
Sakamoto Days can only impress me from here.
Yeah.
I think I have to go Gachakuda.
I am gonna go with oh fuck. Give me Kaiju number 8. Because I know what Kaiju number 8's gonna be covering, and it's kind of a setup arc.
But we've seen that they're changing the art style.
Yes. So at least they're changing what Gen Narumi looks like.
Right. Do you have any high hopes for Gachakuda because of that? Or for Kaiju?
I mean, it's gonna be good. I just don't think it's gonna be like up there with Dandadan season. Like it's like the fact that more people are waiting to watch on a large scale. 50% more people are waiting to watch fucking Kaiju number 8 than Call of the Night season 2. And I don't think it's gonna be 50% better than Call of the Night season 2.
What anime will you drop?
Let's be real.
Sakamoto Days.
I think let's both answer Sakamoto Days because I'm not going to answer anything else on that list.
Yeah.
There is a couple of anime coming out this season that I am kind of interested in. Like Togen Anki looks fucking sick as hell.
What is that?
Togen Anki. Individuals with Momotaru and Oni blood coursing through their veins maintain a long-standing rivalry. The Onis are careless, rash, and disorderly, while the Momotaru protect the human world from the uncontrollable Oni. Shiki Ichinose is a reckless, irresponsible teenager, aware of his defiance and even proud of his expulsion from school. Despite Shiki's rebellious attitude, his foster father, Suyu, cares about him deeply. Suyu's selfless love is soon shown in an explosive incident when a Momotaru barges in looking for Shiki. As a Momotaru himself, Tsuyoshi...
You're getting too deep into
Holy
this. Just
fucking shit, that's
stop.
a long name. It's basically just like...
It's a paint by the numbers, like
demons versus other kinds of demons fucking thing, and the artwork looks nutty.
It's basically like Bleach, JJK, Chainsaw Man, that vibe, but with blood magic, and the main kid turns his blood into Uzis and sniper rifles.
Yes, and it looks fucking sick as hell. People also want us to watch New Penny and New Penny and Stalking with Garter Belt.
No,
but I don't know I don't know what it means. I don't like. Everyone's like, "Are you gonna watch New Panty and Stalking with Garter Belt?" It looks interesting. I think it's like an existing IP that they're kind of like revitalizing, but I'm not entirely sure. It's by Studio Trigger.
Let me see.
Like it's like Studio Trigger's animated.
No, it does look cool.
It does, like right. It's fucking Studio Trigger, so you know it's gonna be absolutely insane.
What the hell is this? This looks like Hi Puffy Yami.
I don't know what that is. Oh, this is the second season. Yeah, this is the second season. It says new season of Panty and Stalking with Garter Belt.
Oh no!
So this is an existing IP.
This looks cool.
It does look cool, doesn't it? I mean, anything done by Studio Trigger is gonna look cool here. But yeah, Togen Anki is also probably something I'm gonna be watching.
Yeah, I'll watch that. When's it come out? Cotton Eye Joe.
Have you seen that person on TikTok who mashes a bunch of different songs with Cotton Eye Joe?
Yeah, of course.
July 11th.
Oh, soon.
Not that soon. Kind of late in the anime season. Like the latest
like
TV
a week.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, like the rest of these are coming out in like days.
Which anime will have the best couple?
Ooh,
Dandadan.
Fucking Dandadan.
Yeah,
100%. I mean, like, yeah, there's like Mina and fucking Kafka and Kaiju number 8. Oh wait, no, shit. I'm sorry. Give me fucking Call of the Night season 2.
Okay.
Kidding me? The literal romance. I mean, Dandadan has romance elements, but yeah. Which anime will have the best animation? Dude, this is a toss up. No, it's not. It's not a toss up.
It's Dandadan, right?
It's Dandadan season 2.
All right. Well,
we've seen the first 3 episodes, which is cheating. The animation is dumb. It's dumb. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah, I don't think it's Kaiju.
It won't be Kaiju.
It's not Dr. Stone.
If it was gonna be anything that wasn't Dandadan season 2, I'd say Gachiakuda because it's Bones Films doing it.
I'd also say I might need to see a trailer of that Trigger thing though.
What? Fucking Panty and Stocking.
Either that, the blood one could also pop off, but I feel like it's maybe gonna look like just your average kind of what?
Interesting. This is from 2010.
Whoa.
Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt, and then this is the first image I got.
Is this porn?
I don't think it's porn. I think it's like fucking badass girls do badass shit. But that being said, when I typed in Panty and Stocking, It brought up Google said safe search.
Yeah, it says 18 plus on for nudity, profanity, slurs, smoking, sexual content, and violence. What slurs?
I would love to know. I'm assuming they're probably underwear based. This is very interesting. I did not know this was an 18 plus fucking.
The last episode is called Bitch Girls.
Bitch Girls? The show might fucking rule. I'm afraid the show might actually be sick as shit.
I might have to check it out. I wish I didn't have a fight to worry about.
I mean, yeah, we both have to watch the entirety of Arcane over the next 2 days. But I mean, we can absolutely watch this afterwards. Yeah. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be fun for the show if we watched panty and stalking with garter belts.
I'm down. It looks fun.
The first episode, you fucking hold up. You didn't even mention the title of the first episode. Excretion Without Honor and Humanity. Death Race 2010. Fuck, Danny. The show might be sick as hell.
Yeah, it might be really good. Which will have the best animation? All right, I'll say Gachakuda just to be different.
Danny, there's a possibility this becomes my favorite TV show of all time. I'm going to be so fucking for real with you. Panty and Stalking are obscene angels who are banished from the pearly gates for being foul-mouthed, sex-crazed, sugar-addicted bad girls. Now they spend their days hunting ghosts in the lecherous abyss between heaven and earth.
Let's watch it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
That sounds awesome.
All right, which anime you will love but your co-host won't?
Oh. I mean, I feel like everything that we're watching together, we're both going to like.
You know what? I have an answer.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to go Lord of Mysteries.
Yo, like, I'm not going to like Lord of Mysteries, but I forgot about Lord of Mysteries.
Yeah.
Fuck, because it's not on, well, I guess it is actually. It is on my anime.
Also, you know what? I'm replacing Gachakuda. I'm going to put Lord of Mysteries for best animation.
Oh, best animation for Lord of Mysteries is a fucking... I prefer Don Don's animation, but still, Lord of Mysteries animation was fucking dumb.
Yeah.
It looked like a fucking... You know what it looked like? Lord of the Mysteries looked like you were watching... Like, remember when, like, Halo 2 got remastered? And you're like, holy shit, this is the best graphics I've ever looked. It was like watching, like, the Final Fantasy movies on your PSP. Yeah. Like, you're like, holy fucking, is that a mech? Like, I've never seen anything like this.
It does have a video game vibe about it.
100%. Like, it's just like, it feels like it should be in a video game. Like, it's like that. Like, they, like, put $1 million into a 30-second cutscene.
Looks like a grim Persona game.
Yeah. Which anime will you love your co-host won't? Lord of Mysteries is a good one for me, Dan. And we're going to talk about Lord of Mysteries in a second, okay? Give me a second to talk about what I need to talk about, all right? Don't judge me quite yet.
Give him a second to sweat.
Give me a second to formulate my opinion based off the net average opinion on the internet. You are not going to like... You're going to like everything. That's what, I mean, you're not going to like Sakamoto Days, but I'm also not going to like Sakamoto Days.
Would I like Call of the Night?
Yeah, but you're not going to watch it.
Maybe I'll watch the season.
You're not going to go to High Dive and watch.
Yeah, I won't go to High Dive.
It's not a High Dive. That's the issue. There's no way you make that commitment. You know what? I'm going to say I'm going to like Togenaki, and you aren't.
Okay. I'll take that.
Which anime will have the best action? That's got to be Danzadon again.
Yeah.
There's just nothing.
I know. Gachakuda would have to pull out something crazy.
Gachakuda is just it's in its intro arc, and we're about to get fucking the end. We get the end of the Evil Eye arc from this season of Danzadon. Then we head immediately into who's up next? It's not Vomala, I don't think. But we're about to head into some absolutely crazy shit. So Danzadon is just action packed the entire fucking time. So gonna be very excited about this. But all right, we'll write your answers down and remind you at the end of the season. Thank you for making notes as you went. All right, cool. Thanks to Cord for making those 2 games. Those are both very fun as we get prepped for our upcoming season here. But we still got some things from our previous season to talk about here. So do we want to open with Lord of Mysteries or To Be Hero X?
What do you want to do?
I want to open with Lord of Mysteries.
Okay.
Because all right.
Because you're sweating.
Trust tree here. Trust tree. Don't send this to fucking angry TikTokers, please, please. All right, guys. Hey, if you're watching this podcast right now, this is a self-confined bubble. Okay. So recently, I read the first 240 to 300 chapters of Lord of Mysteries.
No, you didn't.
I did over this last weekend, Sunday into. It took me 8 hours of reading over the course of 2 days.
I don't believe you.
I don't know what you want from me.
we'll just have to meet at this impasse because I won't believe you.
Fair and honest, honestly. So I wanted to be able to, like, after we talked about it. So we talked about it on the podcast, and then you were like, dude, it's Lord of Mysteries. Everyone's talking to me about Lord of Mysteries. And then I posted a rundown, but like before every anime season, I post a rundown. And I'm like, hey, here's what's coming out. Here's where to catch it. Here's what to know, kind of thing. Like, let me give you some context about the shows we're going to be watching so you can fully enjoy them. Everyone's like, no Lord of Mysteries mentioned. No Lord of Mysteries. No Lord of Mysteries mentioned. Fuck yourself. Kill yourself. Fucking no Lord. Where's the fool? You fucking idiot. Fuck you. And I was like, holy shit, I need to watch or read Lord of Mysteries. So I read the first volume. I think it was like 240 chapters.
But you just said you read fucking 200 chapters of this thing.
Whatever how long the first volume is, that's what I read. So I think it was like somewhere in the region of like 250-ish chapters.
Gotcha.
But the chapters are like, they're web novel chapters. It's like 3 pages.
Oh, gotcha.
So like your average, like, I'm not like, I didn't
thought you read like fucking 3 books in a week.
No. It's like, I mean, like it took me every bit of like 13 hours of reading. But I just basically like Saturday morning, I went out and like, I did volleyball. And then for the rest of the weekend, I just read. And so I got real caught up. Boy, oh boy, in one ear, out the other. Dense fucking universe. The entire thing's on web novel. It's all like translated from Chinese, so it's not like technically written.
Right.
Like it could, like there's opposite. Like you can tell, like, oh, like this is not originally in fucking English. And thank God I did that because wowie wow, were those 2 episodes insanely paced. I caught myself, and listen, I might have been being a grumpy, but I'm like a little bit of a grumpy puss. I'm willing to admit that I have grumpy puss tendencies. But man, I watched the first episode and I was like, that was okay. But like, it was just fucking everything. It's like, hey, he's fucking like he's back now, and like he just there's a bullet hole in his brain, and like, oh, by the way, his little sister's here, and now he's got to go buy bread. But oh, now he's getting his fucking palms read. Oh, he's the fool. And then it's bang, bang, bang. 36-minute episode the first one, 36-minute episode the second one, and by the like I watched them back to back, and by midway through the second episode, I'm like, oh, I just like it was like a flip book of events. You know, it was like there was no transition. It was just like now we're here, now we're here, now we're here, now we're here, now we're here. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I get that you want to speed through all of the intros and all of that, but it's like such an absurdly dense universe.
Right.
Such an absurd, like people are like, oh, the power system is actually pretty simple. It's just like, oh, there's like 22 paths, and like you can be in like 9 different levels in those paths. You start at 9, you work your way to 1, but like that's not where it actually ends. And there's high level, there's gods, and there's fucking extra celestial deities and all that. And but like scratch the surface, like, oh, cool. There's like 200 or so subtypings that you can be because you can fall into 22 paths and under 9 levels kind of thing. And they're just bang, 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 and they're introducing like what is essentially it gets revealed in episode 2 that like Lord of Mysteries is kind of just fucking Bungo Stray Dogs. Like it's like Bungo Stray Dogs equivalent, right? It's like, oh, we're in a super magical affiliated fucking detective
organization, yeah,
like detective agency, like kind of thing, and like we protect these kinds of things. But like the true thing was like for me, like the main character is being sent out, and he's like, hey, we need you to investigate. We need to investigate the journal kind of thing, and they just blow past what the journal is. They don't talk about it at all. They talk about it at length in the web novel. And like before he's able to even do anything with the journal, he gets picked up by the fucking hot purple-haired guy. And he's like, hey, like you and me, like we have to go fucking find this kid. And it's like, holy shit, where was any transition? Why are we doing this right now?
Yeah.
So I get that we got to blitz through all that 100%. But like at the end of the day, it's just like, holy shit. It was such information overload. It was hard for me not to check out.
Yeah.
But that being said, the animation was absolutely insane. Like one of the most gorgeous fucking hour and 12 minutes I've seen.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
My turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a little Coco Melony.
Yeah.
Where it is just fucking... The animation is relentless.
Yeah.
It's really gorgeous. But it is just fucking like... warring for your attention.
100%.
Like it wants your attention. It lusts for your attention.
Very Chinese in that way. Because like, well, it's like you were talking about like To Be Hero X's first episode where it was like it just drops and they just overflood you with information. There's like retention hacks. They're like using like little like sound effects and all of that. Like when Dorothy is on Douyin, which is Chinese TikTok, it's like laugh tracks. People will insert laugh tracks.
Wow.
If something happens and they're like shopping and they like mispronounce something, they'll put in a laugh track on their own TikTok. And then they'll like do freeze frames and it'll be like ha ha ha, like it'll like turn to black and white.
Right,
like,
yeah.
1, Like they're just like every 3 seconds is like a meme, a sound effect, something. Like if China has one problem, they have the shortest attention span out of anybody on Earth.
Right. It's just attention span eroders.
It brain rot to the highest level. Like it's crazy.
But yeah, it definitely was like, it had some of that, but I was into it just because like it did keep my attention.
Yeah.
It was constantly adding new like special effects and like lighting changes and like different like changing from 2D to 3D.
Yeah.
All the backgrounds seemingly are CG.
Yeah.
Like Demon Slayer, but it's like as good, if not better than Demon
100%.
Slayer.
You
like
can almost barely notice.
the fucking like world is so cool.
Yeah.
And the colors are so weird and plentiful. Like everything's 9 colors at once.
100%.
There's never just like a blue background. It's always like green with browns with reds.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Nick texted me and was like, as you sweat, wondering how honest I'll be.
Please, Danny, no.
Nick was like, Lord of Mysteries is a mess. And that made my viewing experience so much more fun because the more nonsense it got, the more funny it became to me.
Yeah.
Because I was like, obviously I was confused. It is information overload,
Yeah.
but I think you're supposed to be a little confused. I don't think it's like to be.
You are a little bit. Like, yeah.
I don't think it's like To Be Hero X where it's like information overload, but they're like, hey, keep up, bitch. I think this is meant to be disorienting.
I mean, it isn't.
They're like, I think they're laying mysteries to be like, to blossom into answers
100%.
later. Like,
But I feel as though the one thing about blitzing through what is essentially the cornerstone of the entire universe is like, the fools, how do they end up here? The luck enhancement ritual, all that kind of thing.
well, I think we'll get that clarified over time.
We do and we don't. At least from what I've read, it's just like there's a heavier focus on what he was doing in the real world before all this happened, kind of thing. The ritual he went through, the human connections that he lost by switching over to this new world, kind of thing.
You don't think they're doing a mise en scène? Wait, no, in media res?
I mean, maybe, solidly maybe, but my biggest complaint, and I was like, oh, I feel like a lot of people, and so I'm gonna go through the first 2 episodes tomorrow. And I'm gonna rewatch them, but I'm also gonna do it with my web novel open. And I'm just gonna be like, hey, context was I'm gonna do a full missing context breakdown on the first 2 episodes.
I think they're just reordering it.
Maybe it's just and that's a possibility. It's just I feel like while there is a lot of mystery being set up, there's not a big foundation for people understanding the mystery that is set up. Kind of thing. A lot of people are talking about it. They're like, oh, that was fucking gorgeous. That was really cool. All I know is the guy got isekai'd. And I was like, that's I get it. And I guess maybe because I know what's to come, I know what needs to be set up kind of thing. So I'm in this weird, secondary, umbrella kind of thing where I know enough to know I know nothing kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, fucking but if the anime didn't tell them this, so why don't they know this? So I have to walk this weird line between what is the anime trying to tell them and what did they just straight up skip for time's sake?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's too early to tell. I bet they're reorganizing it and I wonder if, because I've also seen kind of trigger reactions like that, and I think that's very content brain or just very, we're kind of in this culture now where it's if something's adapted and it's different from the original, people are like, why wouldn't they adapt that part? What, they think it's not worthy? And it's well, maybe because it's a different medium, they're just fucking laying some mystery and then later it's gonna come into play. Especially with you talking about they get into what he was doing on Earth pre-ritual. Yeah. That feels like something we're gonna get sprinkled in later.
Maybe. Yeah, that's things Soul Leveling was a really good example of that, where it's not necessarily a one-to-one adaptation of the story, right? My Hero Academia always talk about as the gold standard of oh, this is as clearly adapted from the manga as it possibly could be. If you were reading the manga and the anime, you could go scene by scene in terms of what they're animating. But Soul Leveling, they'll switch things, they'll change what people say, kind of thing to fit the context of what the Japanese anime wants to convey to you information-wise. And this is different, right? Because it's a web novel, right? So there's more room. There's not pictures and one-to-one scene of what we want to adapt here, right? And so it is gonna be a looser adaptation. To me, though, it's just the pacing indicated, the breakneck speed of the pacing indicated that things were being cut.
Yeah.
Like, it was like kind of like God of High School, where I was like, oh, like, this is like, we're trying to condense, like, so they fit, I think, what was it, 14 chapters in the first episode? Something like that. I like I said, I'm doing a full fucking breakdown tomorrow on like everything Lord of Mysteries. And I was thinking about doing it today, but it's gonna take me like 8 hours to film this thing. But yeah, so like the pacing to me indicates that they're just trying to get further into the story. So maybe when they get into what the part they identify as interesting, they can slow down.
Yeah.
Because like To Be Hero X, right? First episode, absurd, breakneck pace. After that, it's slowed down.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're like, okay, cool, we have you now. Like now we can like actually adapt this in what is like considered a reasonable speed.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like from what did these 2 episodes did you glean?
He's someone who like, yeah, he got isekai'd, but it's clear that he like knows about, like, he's someone who does this often. Like, I assumed he's like some kind of fucking world hopping detective.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he hops in this guy's body. This guy died. Whatever his name is, Klein.
Yeah.
He hops in this guy's
Klein Moretti.
Yeah, he hops into this corpse's body and then like heals up the wound and then is trying to figure out why he shot himself.
Like immediately figures out I transmigrated. I mean, he has Klein's memories and stuff, and this is like so like Klein's memories are coming back to him like the further he is from like blowing his own brains out kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah. So he's like some weird interdimensional detective demon.
I guess kind of, yeah.
And then there's a bunch of other gods, like Beyonders or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm confused, but I was more intrigued than like, this is a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean?
I guess. To me, it was just like, holy shit, it was just information overload.
I mean, obviously the animation like helps. Animation is like so can carry a show for me.
That fucking rat scene where they just decided to follow a rat up a pipe out the building.
Yeah.
Wild. Just like, oh, like, hey, cool, we have $500,000 to burn.
Let's
Let's get a fucking crazy transition in here.
Yeah, I mean, the world is just so gorgeous and like the animation style is so cool that like if it looked worse and was still this confusing, I would have checked out so long ago and wouldn't be continuing it. Panda Mom messaged me. Wow, finally taking my suggestion to watch Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. I thought it was porn.
And it still objectively might be.
But if this looked worse, I would have checked out and probably wouldn't continue.
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued enough to keep going.
I'm definitely excited to see where it goes. A lot of people, I know there's a lot of like very fervent Lord of Mysteries.
People
fans.
love this thing.
I mean, it's like I think the web novel has something like 50 million downloads, like or 50 million reads. Like it's like a massive, massive web novel, which doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be like the biggest anime of all time.
Yeah.
But like the fucking web novel fans are very, very outspoken about how much they love it.
I mean, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's solo leveling.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair, but Soul Leveling got Soul Leveling was a web novel, and then it got a manhwa.
Yeah.
This doesn't have a manhwa. But the story is insanely long. It's 1,400 chapters long.
Right. I'm excited to see what these nightmare demons are.
Yeah.
Remember
like
in the beginning of episode 1? Yeah.
The Lovecraftian horror things.
Yeah, they look like they're from the game Charlie Murder. Mm-hmm. You remember that?
No.
Oh, okay.
What is Charlie Murder?
Yeah. It's like an Xbox Live game that came out around like Castle Crashers.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I, unfortunately, I'm in this weird spot right now where like 10 out of 10 on Steam. Holy shit.
People like it.
I'm in this weird spot right now where I've kind of been in a fugue state for the last like week and a half. Like I haven't remembered anything that I've done. Like I legitimately
just stressing.
I was looking at my health app the other day and it said I walked 17,000 steps on Tuesday. Tried to think about what I did Tuesday. Can't remember. I was like, 17,000 steps is a lot of fucking steps.
My God.
How did I walk 17,000 steps? Cannot remember what I did Tuesday. So I, like in a relative fugue state, read like the entirety of volume 1. Probably remember 10% of it.
Yeah.
Filmed, finished, sat down, filmed the video. Everyone was like, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I was like, because objectively, I don't. I was like, I've been studying for the fight, training for the fight. One of my friends died, and then I was like, I'm gonna read 240 chapters of a book to try and impress my followers, and they were all like, "Fuck you!" And I was like, "Okay, cool, guys, my bad. Last time I try something."
You know what I've been sat here thinking about?
What?
Because otherwise I'll keep thinking about it if I don't say it. You were like, I don't know how to fight someone and not at 100%. Yeah. And then you were like, you're gonna be fighting me at 100%. I've only sparred.
Oh, good.
You know what I mean?
You've never been hit like hard.
No. That's what I'm saying. This is a sparring match. Legally.
Legally.
They
don't know how hard I punch.
Yeah.
Do you not want me to punch you hard?
I'm just saying. I'm just giving you the facts.
I did take the bribe.
Snacks in.
I did take the bribe, Danny.
I'm just saying, if you want this podcast to continue, I need brain cells.
I'll go for body shots.
Yeah.
You don't want me to punch you in the body. Liver shots are way worse. You're going to have headgear on.
Yeah.
And then, listen, I can try and get you the headgear.
I'm just saying your logic was silly.
I can try and get you headgear with what the person running our boxing called a bitch ball.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the nose protector.
Yeah.
She said we'll have those because a lot of actors and stuff, people who make their money with their faces. So
that makes
we can
sense.
get you but I'm going to be nose free.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I want unencumbered. This thing can't be contained with a fucking bar, dog. So yeah, Lord of the Mysteries. I mean, like, it's fun. It's going to be
it was cool.
I'm watching it. It's like only anime that's coming out right now. An hour and 12 minutes dropping first week was fucking bold, but when you're funded by a literal $1 trillion company,
yeah,
I think Tencent, because it's like it's being made by.
This has enough weirdness and like over complexities to just get devoured by like the Tumblr fan base.
Oh. It's got a Tumblr ass. It's got fucking Jinchi in it, dude.
Yeah, like it's got tarot card based names and powers. Like I can see this sweeping the nation.
Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yeah.
It's just Bungo Stray Dogs, but with a Chinese foundation.
Yeah.
Also, they said there was a 7-language dub dropping simultaneously. It was only Chinese when I watched it.
Yeah. Apparently they walked back on that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, Dorothy was like listening the entire time, and like usually if something's in Chinese, she loves it. Checked out immediately. It was just like she has no interest in like a complex, like crazy, like power system universe. And she was just like, I'm not clocking into this at all. All right, you want to talk about the other Chinese thing we're watching? Wow, dude. Speaking of fucking countries taking over, To Be Hero X.
Yeah.
Your favorite episode.
We weren't speaking of countries taking over.
I know, but fucking here we are talking about two of the biggest anime out right now, are both from China.
Yeah, this was the best episode.
Crazy.
Like, without a doubt for me.
Speak on it, King.
Lowly is so fun.
Yep.
She's so sick. There were so many moments. I have notes actually. For
you got
once
notes
in my life.
Because you're also somebody who gets undermined for being just too cute.
That's me.
You get a lot of fucking. You're like, holy shit! I've never felt so seen by an episode here.
Yeah, I can't hit the tee without people not taking me
and then,
seriously.
Like, this can't be my reaction YouTuber.
Yeah.
I need depth in his voice.
Yeah, so it's just, I mean, it's another 2D animated episode, obviously, which I love. And she's just such a great character.
Yep.
She's so cool. No one takes her seriously. She wants to be this superhero. She's got an engineering dad, and so she's really smart. She's kind of like Iron Man adjacent.
So Ironheart.
Yeah, she's very Riri Williams. But so she's got this engineered dad, and she's very smart, and she like engineers her own shit. She definitely either killed or gave that one kid scoliosis with that.
Oh, the fucking arrow to the dome, dude? Yeah. It just keeps getting heavier. Just carrying around the fucking mass of the sun around his neck eventually.
And no one takes her seriously because she's cute. And she like, it opens with her trying to save her friend, who's definitely the villain.
Villain of what?
Just like mugging people in the street, I guess.
Oh, you think he's Knife Guy?
Yeah,
You think he's Knife Guy?
100% Knife Guy.
Think about
They have the
that.
same stupid Digimon hair.
That's a fucking great idea.
Yeah,
He's definitely wearing some mech ass shit because I was like, my first note when I'm watching this insane fight between the mugger and bunny mech version 1 here, I was like, this guy needs to upgrade from mugging people. Are we kidding me? Are you kidding? This guy's a superhero.
I know, dude's a menace.
Yeah.
But so she saves her friend from like these guys bullying him, and then she's like, all right, come on, let's fight. Fucking put up your dukes. And the kids are like, actually, I'm just bullying him because I'm jealous of that he gets to hang out with you, and I want to ask you out.
I want your attention, kind of thing.
Yeah, I want your attention. And then like, there's another instance I think where like she's not taken seriously because she's too cute, and like, there's a moment that's so good where she's like, you know what? If everyone thinks I'm too cute, then I'm going to be a tomboy. And she gets some scissors. She puts them up to her hair, and she's going to cut her hair off. And I love that it's really hard for her to do.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, nearly cheered when she said, I'm not changing to fit what they want.
Yeah.
And then she decided not to cut her hair. And I love that this is like almost the reverse of Sakura, where it's like there's so many stories where a girl isn't taken seriously because she's a girl.
Yeah.
So then she like puts on
symbolically become more boyish.
Yeah, she like puts on tough guy makeup or like cuts her hair, shaves it off or whatever. And I like that she's like, no, I fucking like long hair.
Yeah, I like being pretty, you know, like that kind of thing.
She's like, I like being pretty. And there's another great moment where her friend is like, I got a sick new mech for you. And it's this like Warhammer ass looking thing.
Yeah, it's a Gundam.
Yeah, it's a big Gundam. And then she makes like a bunny suit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I love that she's like, I don't need to compromise to achieve my goals.
Yeah, I want to express myself in a way that I want to express myself. Everybody else undermining me on the count of how I look is inherently their problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought there was like a lot of very interesting commentary in this episode. And I think To Be Hero X, and this isn't necessarily like something that I would have expected from this fucking TV show, like has had a lot of very interesting commentary moments. Like I think like Queen and Boa like did like a very good like dichotomy in terms of like how women are pitted against each other in like workplace and that kind of thing. Like, oh, we can only have one woman at the top, not two, kind of thing. And then this episode was really good, like meta commentary on like, oh, hey, like women have a really difficult time in terms of like workplace structures because it's like, oh, if they want to be serious, everyone's like, oh, she's kind of a bitch. It's like if a woman acts like a man in a workplace, everyone's like, oh, what a bitch. And so it's like women have to walk this like kind of crazy line. And Kira, Luke's girlfriend, who's also staying with me, or like had an interesting, she brought up something interesting to me. She was like, I did like women in business class or something. And she's like, you always have to start high and end low talking as a woman. She's like, you do it inherently. Like I start up here and then I end here. And like, but a lot of women apparently in the workplace like want to try and make men feel at ease because that's something that they're like perpetually forced into doing. And so they'll go high at the end of it. Like it's a question, which makes them sound unsure in what they're talking about.
Wow.
And so I thought this was a really interesting meta commentary on like how women are perceived as weak, and because of that, they have to either overcompensate, which some people would be like, "Oh, she lost all her femininity," or they have to like step into a more like what it would be identified male-like role. Then people are like, "Oh, what a bitch," kind of thing. So I thought that was a really cool meta commentary on that. I also thought it was a great like fuck you to momfluencers. Where she was like she runs up to her mom as a little girl. She's like, I want to be a hero. And her mom pulls out her phone. She's like, say that again. And I was like, oh my God, fucking.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was also really good.
Yeah.
This was the best episode since Firm Man, I think. She's just sick. I like her bunny suit. The fight was awesome. That guy was a menace.
When the knife guy throws up like the packet of like sand or something, cuts it and like spins through it, that was nuts. Then he's busting out like knuckle duster. He's busting out fucking like rope guns to swing around and everything. I thought it was also a really cool commentary on like stalking and how like stalkers want women to be afraid of them kind of thing, but like when they stand up to them, like he like shrinks immediately. Like he like
maybe I thought. It's because it's the friend, and the helmet came off. Yeah,
maybe
she knocks the helmet off, and then he sees her, and that's why he runs away.
Could possibly explain also why he like wants to take out that other girl because he's like, oh, like she like they work in the same place, and she's always undermining his work, kind of thing, like making fun of it for being like not being able to pass inspection. So he's like, oh, like she's raising through the ranks, so maybe he wants to get rid of her or something.
Maybe, yeah. I really like the end too, where she. Thanks. They have the same hair, so
I didn't make that connection, dude.
Yeah. I really like when she takes the ketchup and fucking like
drops
does
a big
the bunny symbol.
Fuck you kind of thing.
Yeah, she's so cool. It was weird when her friend got absolutely shit-faced drunk.
And then they went back to work.
Yeah.
They're like, cool, this won't blow back on us.
Yeah.
How about fucking Daft Punk pulling up out of nowhere, though? I have no idea what's going on with that.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Whatever. That should be fun.
It was like the ending of 20. I don't know. You probably haven't seen it, but 28 years later. It was like the ending
Daft
of
Punk shows up.
Fucking objectively, kind of. It was the last 5 minutes of 28 years later are just a different movie, and it makes no goddamn sense why it was added.
Wow. I'm so excited to see it.
It's very different. I really enjoyed it. The people I watched it with did not enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think it's the most plot driven out of all of the movies, and I think that makes it an objectively better movie.
Have you seen 30 Days of Night?
That's the fucking one, Dan. Because when I sat down to watch 28 years later, I was like, oh yeah, they're like they're in like the North Circle, right? Like the northern like Arctic Circle, and like the zombies are nocturnal like vampires, right? And they're like, what? They're in fucking Britain. What are you talking about? And I was like, no. It's like the zombies like come over the hill at night, and like people are like leaving, like everyone leaves the village, but some people stay behind, kind of thing. And there's like one girl who's like about to catch the last boat out. But then she has to turn around and like, I have no idea. It's 30 Days of fucking night.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
30 Days a Night is such a cool premise.
Such a cool premise.
Just a bunch of people stuck in Antarctica while there's no sun for 30 days and there's a bunch of vampire zombies.
And it's like, get the fuck out of Antarctica. Like, take the last boat out. Why would you still be here? Man, that saved me because I've been thinking about that, and I was like this close to Googling like Arctic Circle zombie movie. And I was probably gonna get like Blood and Snow or some shit. That one with like goddamn
the Nazis.
Yeah, that's the one with the fucking Nazi zombies.
Yeah.
That's the fucking one, Dan. I also wrote, I thought it was very funny. She was like, I don't want to be cute. And then she put bunny ears and a little bow on her mech. And I was like, that's funny. I was like, we're failing successfully here. Cause like, even I'm looking at this mech and I'm like, that's a pretty cute mech.
Yeah.
I was like, bunny ears is going to do that. And then that was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. We'll get to our best boy here.
Sure. What's your best boy?
My best boy this week is Anime Expo. Because me and Danny are going to be there in a big way. We're going to have big presence at Anime
What an
Expo.
exhausting week.
It's going to be, I'm not going to film probably from Wednesday to fucking until next Monday, actually.
Yeah.
So me and Danny are going to be at Anime Expo. Well, I'm going to be there Wednesday. I don't know if you're going to be there Wednesday. Will you be there Wednesday?
Probably not.
Okay. I'll be there Wednesday with Gotcha Kuda, Kodansha, Ghost in the Shell.
I don't think there is one Wednesday.
Thursday. I mean.
Yeah.
Thursday. Will you be there Thursday?
I definitely won't be there Wednesday.
Yeah. July 2nd, 3rd.
Yeah.
Will you be there?
I don't know. We'll see how the fight goes.
Fair. But you don't have any like sponsor responsibilities there, guys.
Mine's on the 4th of July. I'm doing a Guilty Gear cross Cyberpunk panel.
Yeah.
And then the 6th of July at some point in time,
10 a.m. I believe.
we're doing a Hunter x Hunter Arc Systems panel.
Yes. So we are doing Nen Impact.
Yep.
So we are going to be doing the fighting game. We're not really like hosting a panel. It's like
we're like
we ask
MCing.
questions. Yeah, we're emceeing a panel together, which we're very excited about. July 6th. So I'm probably only going to be there the 3rd and the 6th. I'll probably take the 5th and the 4th off. But unless like I think Crunchyroll probably wants me out there for some like VIP kind of shit, like they want me to be at like the screeners or something. Outside of that, but yeah. So if you want to see me. Come on the 3rd. I'm going to be at Kodansha's booth and Kodansha's panels all day. Me and Danny are going to be there together on the 6th, which is Sunday. And then we may be there the 4th and the 5th. I know Danny will be there on the 4th. I may pull up on the 4th just to hang out. But outside of that, yeah, AX is my best boy.
Nice.
Danny got his COVID shot, so he wouldn't get COVID this time around because Danny gets some kind of respiratory illness every time he's in a room with more than 25 people.
Thank God. It'd be awesome to not get sick for once in my life.
I mean, maybe you'll just get the flu like a fucking real American.
Probably.
Yeah.
My best boy, I guess it should be K-pop Demon Hunters. I feel like I talked about it last week, though.
Not really. We talked about it. You came over.
Yeah.
And you were like, you got to watch this show.
Yeah.
And then we watched the first like 3 minutes and it was just them kicking the hell out of zombies. And I was like, I have no idea what's happening.
It's sick. It's really cool. It's getting a sequel already, which is great because the movie is really good, but it very much feels like it's missing like half an hour.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of questions and plot threads just kind of dropped.
Okay.
It's weird. It's like what's there is really well done and good. It's what's missing is...
Did you not like it, but you're saying that you liked it because it made you go bajillion dollars?
No, genuinely.
Okay.
Genuinely, like, I love... That's why I showed you that scene. Like, I love the music. I know
so much you fucking learned the songs, apparently.
some of the songs. It's a fun bit. Because I reacted to it on YouTube, and for copyright reasons, I can't play the music.
Yeah.
So I was just going to, like, add royalty-free music over it, and I was like... There's a joke opportunity here. And so instead I sing over it.
No, it's you just fucking launching your regular music career.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, way to steal a TikTok comment.
Was that actual comment? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I'm not in your comments,
You're
Dan,
in my comments.
Unlike you.
But, yeah, no, but it's like, it's all really good. It's more just like, it's confusing how it ends and like... It feels like they're setting things up that get dropped. And so, like, genuinely, my review is like, what's there is great. It's just missing some stuff.
Gotcha.
And so the sequel has a lot of potential, especially with how well this did. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping it gets, like, even more budget.
Yeah.
Not that this doesn't look good. It looks great.
I was going to say, from what I saw, it looked insane.
It looks great. But with more budget, like, movie can be longer and, like, more fleshed out. And it has time to, like, flesh out the other girls of the group. Because, like, the main singer is like just inherently the main character. It's not like an ensemble, really.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was good. I also saw Labyrinth. Have you seen Labyrinth with David Bowie?
Are you talking fucking like the old it's the
puppets? Take your time. No, not Pan's Labyrinth.
it's Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Shit.
No, I'm talking about the one from 1984 with David Bowie.
I know that one as well. I just don't know anything about it. Like I know that it's a movie that exists. I just don't know. Fucking eyeball hands.
The Pale Man.
The Guillermo, right?
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro. Yeah.
I saw Labyrinth.
That feels like something that would be screened in West Hollywood at like an event of some sort.
It was on cable TV. We're stealing someone's YouTube TV.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we
I have to cancel mine. Shit.
Yeah, you do. It's so much. It's like $80 a month.
I do it for like football and basketball season, and I cancel it for the rest of the year.
But fucking saw Labyrinth. It was on cable TV, and
Is it a musical?
There's like 2 songs in it.
Okay.
It seems like a contractual thing though, because it really doesn't move the plot forward. It's just David Bowie, like
I'm fucking singing.
Yeah, either that or the studio was like, you get David, we get a song out of him.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's like, it's one of these movies that's like relentlessly impressive in terms of like scope and budget, where like every set is built and everything's a puppet, and like there's no limit to what the puppets can do or how big they can be. And it's just constantly fucking like, just looks exhausting to make. But it's cool. It's like relentlessly creative.
Okay, but is it good?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It is. I like enjoyed it.
Okay.
But I was also a little bored.
Okay.
Like, because it's got a soundtrack of like one of those educational movies you're like school wheels in on a VHS.
Okay.
Where like, you know those
pan flute?
Yeah, it's a pan flute, and you're like going through like an old Greek museum and you end up in a painting. Do you remember those?
Oh, I remember that.
It's like that kind of soundtrack. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I like enjoyed it. Like, I'm glad I watched it and it's very impressive, but I wasn't like on the edge of my seat, like gripped necessarily.
Yeah, it's probably nothing like I'll probably ever watch. Like,
Yeah.
It's like that and like Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Like those are like 2 movies I'll probably never watch because I'm just like, they kind of scare me.
Yeah.
I don't know, just something about it just like gives me the little heebie-jeebies.
They're creepy. They're for sure
creepy
creepy.
as shit. I don't know why.
But it's cool. I did dig Labyrinth. Like, it's really just unique and weird and bold. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, I wish people would take huge swings like this.
Yeah, I mean that was the 80s, dude. It was just
Yeah.
like everyone was like so cracked out on cocaine. They're like, we're making fucking puppets,
Dude,
and they're gonna be 12 feet tall.
They're just dumping money into whatever.
Yeah,
Ugh,
that's the thing. We need to bring back coke in Hollywood.
I got fucking
That's my presidential. I'm running that. That's my presidential fucking. That's my term.
yeah. Make Hollywood the cocaine capital of America.
Everyone's on nicotine and caffeine now, and that doesn't breed creativity. It's just addiction. We need coke back in Hollywood.
Yeah, I agree. I got little cuts in the backs of my mouth.
From getting
back
punched in the
cheeks,
face.
just from the mouth guard.
Gotcha.
It got like
Sniff the back of it.
no. I think it got like rewarped just from like being in my car and like
Gotcha.
hot the whole time. So I reboiled it today. And
That's living in LA in the fucking summer. You just like leave anything in your car. It just like literally becomes a fucking shapeless form. All right, I have news. My Hero Academia Vigilantes anime gets 2nd season in 2026.
hardly news.
Still not announced, Danny. So Vigilante is getting a 2nd season in 2026.
I got news.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer trailer dropped.
Oh yeah, the Demon Slayer trailer dropped. And you know it was all reused slop. So fucking terrible.
There's some new stuff.
I know. I was kidding.
But also you're kind of not though, because
No, it was. You remember their teaser trailer, which was just like
a crow.
which was just a fucking crow. And
it was called like the Crow teaser.
Yeah. So the trailer was fun. I mean, like it's gonna be.
I saw so many people releasing like full YouTube reactions of it, doing like in the thumbnail, you know, the classic.
Yeah.
And then I watched the trailer. I was like, man, I'm seeing all these and they have tons of views. Like maybe there's something worth reacting to. So I check out the trailer. It's only a minute and a half. So I was like, I'll just watch it, whatever. And then like, if there's really content here, I'll just talk about it instead of react. I have no fucking clue what people are reacting to. There's just nothing in the trailer.
It's just more Infinity Castle nonsense. It's just more
Yeah.
fucking people falling. It's more people pulling out swords. It's like setting up a couple of important fights. Like I have no singular doubt in my mind that the first Infinity Castle movie is gonna be anything but fucking peak.
Yeah.
But like I just don't need to hype up the trailers and the teaser trailers and all that. Like,
No, I think it's gonna be awesome, but Demon Slayer has never once put out a good trailer for anything.
Nope. Never once. But like they put out incredible movies and incredible seasons of TV. I just don't need to be like, oh my God, they did it's the best 90 seconds of my life.
Tanjiro's back.
Oh my God, is that that's the more? It's an Osuke, which actually is kind of good news because he fucking just objectively wasn't in the Hashira training arc, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the Hashira training arc, not Swordsmith Village, right? I don't even remember.
I don't even remember either. He wasn't in the Swordsmith Village arc. That I know, which was also a fucking gigantic L. But all right, that brings us to our favorite section of the podcast, love letters from me and Danny. Get a live question from one of our live viewers who are watching the podcast live here 2 days early and answer it here live on the podcast. So if you guys want to become Patreon members, get access to the podcast 2 days early, get 2 additional hours of Nick and Danny content a month, which we know we're late on. It's a busy time for me and Danny right now. We apologize. So Bryce the Battle Phoenix asks, in honor of K-pop Demon Hunters coming out, what 3 characters from anime would make the best K-pop group?
I think most trios in anime work.
Yeah.
I think
Team 7, JJK, because you need the sweet, the spicy, and the salty.
Ooh, you know what? I think JJK's trio is the most likely to do it.
You think so? Nobara, Yuji, and Megami have the best chance at actually pulling off a successful K-pop career.
They have the second highest chance of like being down to do it. I think the number one highest chance of like people willing to do it and pulling it off well.
Yeah.
Give me Luffy. Oh, what's the swordsman's name?
Zoro?
Yeah, Zoro.
Zoro would hate it.
Give me Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji.
Really?
Yeah, here's why.
All right, Luffy frontman.
Luffy's the front man.
Zoro raps.
Do anything Luffy tells him to do.
100%. Yeah, he's number one cruiseman.
That's why his willingness to do it is irrelevant.
Fair.
Sanji's got the kicks out the wazoo.
Oh my God.
Sanji literally already dances.
He's like a rockette on the side there.
You want to replace one of them? Get rid of Zoro. No, because Zoro will do it.
Technically, the right answer is to put Brook on.
I was going to say, get rid of Sanji, bring Brook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be Luffy, Zoro, Brook would be, I feel like they'd almost be like a rock group, actually. Because I feel like Zoro would be the one who raps. Luffy is your front man, and then like Brook's like the actually musically talented one, but like not the biggest personality, even though like he is literally Soul King and he's probably a bigger personality than the two of them. But that's a great one. I do think Yuji, Nobara, and Megami is also a really good one because they fall into that classic categorization of like Yuji front man, Nobara's like your bad girl kind of thing, and then Megami is like the soft spoken one. Because that thing is like you need bombastic, you need like sultry, kind of like smoky, spicy, like angry character, and then you need the shy one. Yeah, that's your classic. As far as I understand K-pop, which is just from K-pop Demon Hunters, that's your classic K-pop fucking group composition.
Well, you know what though? Not every trio works. Like Team 7, great, incredible. Not all the trios in Naruto are good fits, though. I don't think Gaara's is a good fit.
Oh, the Sand siblings would be awful for
They'd be awful.
Team Kurenai's awful for it. Hinata's not good. Kiba's not good. Yeah. Shino, maybe. But, that's a bad. Team 10, though.
Who's on that?
Ino, Shikamaru, Choji.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Really good.
It's not the best answer.
That's a good one. I think the best answer in Naruto is Rock Lee, Neji, 10-10.
10-10? Rock Lee front guy, Neji rap, and then 10-10 like your shy one kind of thing?
I think 10-10 lead.
10-10 lead girl?
Yeah.
Because she's out there like doing scrolls and shit. Yeah. She's throwing kunai into the crowd.
Yeah. Because she's also got she's got a welcoming personality that isn't overwhelming like Rock Lee's.
Okay, what about this? Tanjiro, Inosuke, Zenitsu.
Perfect.
Think so?
Yeah, incredible.
Who's lead man?
Tanjiro for sure.
Okay.
They are probably the best, just package deal. Because that's Luffy's, fair. We have to kind of Frankenstein a bit.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, I think Tanjiro's is the best package deal.
Okay, but do you put Nezuko in for anybody? I mean, you take the bamboo out of her mouth, but... Right? Do you get rid of Zenitsu, maybe?
I don't know, because in any other context, you get rid of Zenitsu.
Yeah.
But I think, for some reason, his hairstyle is perfect K-pop.
It plays for being a K-pop star, 100%.
Yeah. I don't think he'd do.
Okay.
I don't know. Is K-pop typically mixed gender?
No.
So then no.
That's fair. I didn't even think about that. Well, that kind of disqualifies JJK. It's almost always...
Well, and Naruto.
At least so far as I know. Oh, fuck, and Naruto. You're right. Shit. Well, then fine. Or what Z fighters would you choose? to make a K-pop group?
I hate
Because I was trying to think of like, what trio from Dragon Ball,
I guess
right?
here's the thing. Goku, obviously.
You think so?
And then you kind of want to say like Vegeta, Piccolo, but their personalities are like too similar.
Vegeta and Piccolo are too similar for sure. I feel like Trunks is your third.
Yeah, get Trunks.
But this also might just because of like TikTok brain rot.
Maybe it's Trunks, Gohan.
A beverage of sorts?
They call me the drink.
I'm so happy you knew it.
Maybe it's Trunks, Gohan, Piccolo.
Yeah. Trunks, Gohan, Piccolo's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I like that one. But so it's Trunks lead man there.
Yeah.
I feel like Trunks is the biggest personality out of that.
I think Trunks is because...
And Gohan's your shy and Piccolo's like your rap.
Yeah. And Gohan's your bookie one.
Yeah, he's your like glasses, kind of everyone's like, oh, that one we protect.
Yeah, he's like, they call him the drink.
Yeah. A liquid of sorts. All right, that's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you so much for checking in for another episode of Otakus Anonymous. We love you so much. And we will see you guys on the next one. If you are listening to this on the day that it came out, me and Danny are currently hosting an Anime IRL boxing event. So make sure you are checking in for that live stream. 4 p.m. PST is our live stream start. We're probably going to end somewhere around 9 p.m. PST on Wednesday, July 2nd, the day this episode comes out. So make sure you're popping on over to that after or before or while you're listening to this, because we appreciate your continued support. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.